Die Europäische Zentralbank legte den Referenten.
This is the Opie and Anthony Channel, XM 105, Sirius 206.
And now, a show the likes of which America's never seen. So appalling, so offensive, yet so entertaining.
It's not your normal show.
Beamed from satellites in space down to you every single day.
What planet are we living on?
It's the Opie and Anthony Show with Opie.
We're experts and we already know this is going to be great radio, so shut the fuck up.
And Anthony.
I live in a big house, I make a lot of money, and I fuck attractive girls.
And little Jimmy.
I don't even like in our opening. It sounds like a little...
You dang open hand and don't listen to dang open hand.
Stop with that shit.
And now, here they are. Why am I introducing these buffoons? I'm William Shatner, goddammit.
But enough of this palaver. Let's get the show on the road.
It makes me laugh every time we play that. Shatner's 81 today, by the way.
Oh.
Good old William Shatner. Friend of the show, I think.
Oh, Bill.
Hello, Bill.
I call him Bill.
Yeah.
And now I annoy him on his tweets, too. Because anything he tweets, I bring it right back to Star Trek.
Oh, really?
Yeah, he was doing his show. He had that one-man show or something that he was doing, or the play he had going on.
I know, we wanted to go to that.
Yeah.
We blew it off.
I forgot.
I think it's done already.
He was doing it in San Francisco, and he's like, hello, San Francisco. Ooh.
Oh.
And I was just, I tweeted, well, stop in at the Starfleet Academy while you're there. Because we all know it's in San Francisco. Don't we all know that?
He's
Yeah.
gotta hate you.
Oh, everything always goes back to Star Trek with Bill Shatner. 81?
81.
That motherfucker is chugging for 81.
He looks good, man.
It looks good.
He just looks good. You don't even have to say he looks good for 81.
Sharp as a tack.
Huh?
He's a good guy.
Yeah. Well,
Bill Shatner, yeah.
fucking Tim Tebow is a Jet. Wow, what a turn of events this is.
Really? I hadn't heard.
Oh, my God. How did this happen? I don't know. I'm a Jets fan.
Yeah.
And I simply tweeted that I really, really enjoyed watching Tebow Mania.
Yeah.
But I don't want him on my team.
So you liked it when he was on some other team.
And I was excited, and I was rooting for the Broncos.
Yeah, like he come through with these last-minute fucking victories. And,
Right.
And it was fun to watch. But now, in a Jet uniform, not so much.
It's different.
Yeah, he's your guy.
Yeah. Now
now-
he's your guy.
Now we got to hope for all that luck.
And the Tebowing.
And the Tebowing.
Dude, do you know what that's going to be like?
Do you know
just
that-
fucking...
So Rex Ryan
Yeah.
is going to try to coach the Jets without cursing, because I'm sure Tebow's not going to allow
Put up
foul
with that?
language.
And how he feels about the foot fetish thing, too.
The foot fetish. Well, I tweeted part of the contract. Rex Ryan gets to clean his feet before every game.
Oh, that's nice. He does have a little foot fetish there, doesn't he?
And, there's a Jesus thing. So, you put the two
Jesus.
together and you get a cute little tweet that people enjoy.
Ho, ho, ho.
Ho, ho. No, but more importantly, Sanchez is a very insecure quarterback. And then you bring Tim Tebow and his circus to town.
Yeah. And after all the Peyton Manning stuff, like he must have been like, great. At least they're not getting Peyton Manning. I still have, Tebow. Ugh.
And you said it right before the show. No matter what.
Oh, yeah, the fans.
First home game, Sanchez could be firing fucking 400 yards passing.
Doesn't matter.
He could have 5 touchdown passes.
Yep.
They're all going to be cheering Tebow.
Tebow.
No-
They're going to be chanting
No
Tebow.
matter what Sanchez does.
Yeah.
It's not even waiting for Sanchez to suck.
No. They're just going to be chanting
Terrible.
Tebow.
Because we're assholes in New York.
Fans are
We're
horrid.
assholes.
Yeah. All the fucking 15 jerseys that they're going to have.
Right.
Gonna pile them in the closet with the fucking Linsanity jerseys.
Hey, Linsanity's back.
5 games they won under the new tutelage.
Mike Woodson, and I'm glad you're paying attention.
Yes, I am.
Mike Woodson looks a little weird, but he's getting that team to play together.
Getting the job done.
That's all I care about.
Getting the job done.
He's got a very creepy, very dark goatee that really bothers me, and a
Yeah.
very shiny bald head.
I haven't looked enough. I just saw some stills of him.
And his eyes are a little strange.
A little goofy.
But he's getting the guys to play together. So Linsanity's back officially.
But is it
But
Lynn that's doing it, or is he just the guy on the team and not the savior?
Well, They're all playing well now. They're playing as a team, and as we know, basketball is a team sport. So, so it's kind of good that it's a little insanity, a little Stoudemire, Carmelo Anthony still fucking throwing up bricks for the most part.
And what is the Tebow thing called? Is it called
Tim Sanity?
Tebow Sanity?
No, it's Tim Sanity.
Tim Sanity.
So far, they're going with Tim Sanity.
Is there any other psychosis we could tag on the end of Tebow that makes it a little different than Lynn Sanity?
I can't wait to get Florentine on today.
Tebow-ranoia?
Yeah, I can't wait. Florentine's going
to...
He's going to lose his mind. But Tebow picked the Jets over his hometown team.
Yeah.
Because there was some weird thing that happened. The Broncos traded him to the Jets, but then there was something in his contract, and then the Broncos turned around and supposedly allowed Tebow to make the choice where he wants to go.
It would have cost the Jets $5 million to take him, and then I guess they discussed it with the Broncos, and they decided to split it to 2.5 mil each.
Okay.
Some kind of contractual thing. So then at about 9 o'clock last night, the deal went through.
But he picked the Jets over Jacksonville.
And
that would have been his hometown team.
That was exactly what Florentine was saying, though.
What?
You don't want to be there with your family.
Oh, right. That's right.
It was exactly what Florentine was saying. Asking you for tickets.
Right. I forgot about that. You're right. Yeah. We're going to try to get Florentine on around 7:30 or so.
Oh, yeah, because he's great with this stuff.
But, I mean, where are the Jets fans? What are you thinking? I don't see people going, rah, 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 this is amazing. I think it's split.
Where are the Jets fans? You know where they are?
Getting their fucking
Mike
number
and
15s?
Mike and the Mad Dog. They're on Mad Dog. They're waiting for Mad Dog.
They are?
We're going to be talking about Tim Tebow this morning, joining the Jets.
Yeah, they're going to talk about
Taking your calls. It's going to be all fucking day.
Fucking day.
How you doing, dog? Let me tell you. Not too happy about this Tebow situation. A lot of people calling not too happy about the Tebow situation.
Tim Sanity. Tim Sanity in New York City.
Tim Sanity.
Tim Sanity.
I'm not feeling it. Sanchez already confidence down, and this is going to make things worse.
It'll be fun. Fuck it, as a Jets fan, but I don't know.
It'll be fun. Yeah,
I don't know what they're going to do. Are they going to rotate quarterbacks during the game?
During the game,
because obviously Tim Tebow knows that Wildcat shit.
Yeah.
And it's made for him, and the Jets kind of like doing that from time to time. So what? You bring him in to do a few of those?
Let me ask you
and
this.
Then you bring Sanchez in because he does have the better throwing arm out of the two.
Sanchez.
As far as accuracy goes, Sanchez is a better passer.
Can they do this? Let me ask you this.
Yes, they can.
Bring both of them out on the field, right? They snap the ball to Sanchez, and now depending on what happens, Sanchez gives it to Tebow, and he does his thing, or Sanchez could just
You know what? You're not crazy,
hilarious.
But you're not crazy because Rex Ryan's a lunatic. Rex Ryan loves
two quarterbacks.
Rex Ryan loves the spotlight.
Oh, it'd be hilarious.
It's all about Rex Ryan going, I love the spotlight. Give me the Tebow mania.
Tebow mania.
I need the Tebow mania.
Well, that's what our own Broadway Joe Willie Namath is saying.
Boy.
He not happy.
You heard that?
Not happy with the whole thing. Broadway Joe Willie Namath is saying it's a publicity stunt.
Right.
He's not happy about it. And he doesn't think it's a good deal. And then he was drunk and said, I love you to some girl and tried to feel her tits.
Yeah, he was trying to make out with somebody.
I love you. I love you.
You got that Joe Namath clip?
One of the all-time great Jet quarterbacks, Joe Namath and Chad Pennington. What impresses you about Chad?
I believe everything that anyone else has watched Chad play impresses me. The same thing impresses them. He's a quality, classy quarterback that has a touch on the football. He's not a thrower. He's a passer. His mind is ahead of what the defense is. And if the Jets can support him, they will win the championship.
So it's been a tough season for Jet fans. What does it mean to you now when the team is struggling?
I want to kiss you. I couldn't care less about the team struggling. What we know is we can improve. Chad Pennington, our quarterback, missed the first part of the season, and we struggled. We're looking to next season. We're looking to make a noise now, and I want to kiss you.
Thanks, Joe.
Yeah.
Huge compliment.
You know what?
Joe Namath. him as part of the 4-decade team. We'll see you soon.
I want to kiss you.
He said struggling. I hate his accent. I don't care about the team struggling.
Team struggling. I want to fuck you.
We can play the shorter clip next time, E-Rock, please. We don't need to hear about Chad Pennington. He's long gone.
He started
Chad Pennington.
E-Rock started playing the game in the first quarter.
Right.
Commercials.
E-Rock played the clip when he guaranteed a Super Bowl win.
I want to hear
remember that was
That's
old.
a long time ago. I
Yes,
do remember.
Jimmy. Yes, it is.
Can we find the new Joe Namath clip? Because, yeah, he said this is a publicity stunt.
Yeah.
So
even though Sanchez was struggling.
He was struggling. I don't care how he's going to play. He's not a thrower. He's a passer. He's a classic quarterback. His awful, terrible accent.
Let's say hi to Walt in Jersey. Where are the Jets fans today? Come on.
Walt!
Come on.
Walt!
Yeah.
Mad Dog's not on for a while, so we got you. Let's go,
Son
Walt.
All right. Well, this fucking thing sucks a dick.
Whoa.
You bet it does.
I can't. Tebow's just fucking retarded. He doesn't know what he's doing. He doesn't know how to play football. All he does is.
I think he knows how to play football. This guy's a little extreme.
He says hike and then he runs the ball. He throws like a girl. I mean,
like a
Sanchez
girl.
is a way better quarterback. And I don't know what to do. It's just a big publicity stunt, like you guys are saying.
Well,
but it's fucking retarded.
Tebow retarded. You heard it here first.
But he did well for the Broncos. They're
Who cares? Broncos got lucky if fucking Jesus was with them. I don't need that shit over here in New York.
See, this is the problem. Does Tebow understand the fan base is much different in New York than Denver?
God.
They're not going to be as tolerant as they were in Denver.
No.
He better fucking have some good games right out of the fucking gate.
Yep.
Because this is how Jets fans think.
Yeah, right here. This guy. He's retarded.
Right. Just blowing off that he actually had a really good year for the Broncos and turned that organization around when they were dead in the water.
That's New York, though.
It just goes along. It goes along all the stupid moves Woody Johnson's do, Brett Favre, Mike Burris, all these fucking big name guys, and now he brings in Tebow's going to ruin Sanchez and. Thanks a lot, Woody. You just fucked our whole year.
It's a weird fit, knowing that Sanchez lacks some confidence out there to begin with.
But people are going to be watching, that's for sure.
Oh, fuck yeah, I'll be watching.
People are going to be watching this shit.
I watched a million Broncos games last year because of this Tebow, and now he's on my team.
And it is
gotta watch
entertainment, you know? That's what this whole thing is. So, like, you could look at it like, well, as far as the classic sport end of it goes, it's, I don't like the deal.
Yeah.
But it's fucking entertainment.
Yeah.
They want people to watch the games. They want people to show up at the games. They want people to buy the jerseys. Yep. So is it really a bad move when you have to look at it, look at the big picture, as they say?
They're going to be selling some jerseys, too.
Oh, fuck yeah. Those Tebow jerseys. Oh, boy.
All the girls that think they have a shot.
With the pink,
don't know.
Pink Tebow
that
jerseys.
don't know, right.
Oh. Yeah.
How many of the gals are getting their number 15 today?
Oh, forget about it. They're going to love it.
I don't know. I mean, and then you don't start Tebow?
It all
He has a
depends on
massive fan base.
how Sanchez looks in, preseason.
Yeah.
If he's struggling, they're going to throw him in a second.
This is terrible for Mark Sanchez because he's going to be playing with this fucking monkey on his back, like this overlooking his
You're
shoulder
fired.
the whole time.
Oh shit! Sorry.
Right.
But it's overlooking his shoulder. He's fucking in deep trouble, man.
But they were just re-signed him or whatever. Gave him a little
Oh
extension.
yeah, you're right. I'm stupid.
So what was that? So he could be the backup for Tebow? Like, how is this going to work?
Yeah.
Has Rex Ryan explained any of this yet?
Not a peep out of them.
Because you don't get Tebow to sit the bench. I don't think.
And who was that player on the Jets that tweeted, "We don't need Tebow"?
Oh, really?
Yeah, somebody tweeted that one of the team before the deal went through.
Probably Holmes.
So that's got to be like
probably Holmes.
Got to be frustrating when the members of the team are saying
Antonio
they don't need him.
Holmes, probably.
Yeah, was it?
Well, he doesn't really get along with fucking Sanchez. He certainly isn't going to get along with Tebow.
Tebow, who?
Because Holmes needs the ball.
Cromartie said it.
Cromartie.
Oh, how about that?
Cromartie should completely agree with this. They both don't believe in birth control.
19 kids, Cromartie.
They both don't believe in birth control.
No.
They're one and the same, these two.
Yeah.
Fuck that birth control, right?
Fuck that shit.
Cromartie.
We use the rhythm method.
How many kids does Cromartie have?
19. I don't know.
I don't think it's 19.
No.
It's
How many
up there,
kids?
though. Come on, help me out.
How many kids does Cromartie have?
Maybe 9.
Cromartie.
How many kids does Cromartie have?
18 or something?
Is it really that high?
Is it that many? No, 9?
I would say 9-ish.
Cromartie has 7 kids.
What?
just
You're
made
just
it
saying.
Well, you have to say it with authority.
I never believe Jimmy anymore.
Travis,
terrible.
Travis loves this deal for the Jets. He was telling me.
Oh yeah,
before
it's a
the
great
show.
deal for the Jets. Good
Yeah,
job. Way to go.
You don't believe that, right?
No, not at all.
Stinks.
Oh.
It's stupid. It makes no sense.
Well, the
I feel bad
diagnosis
for Mark
from
Sanchez.
Dr. Gay is in.
Yeah, thanks.
Well, it just shows you.
200 happy birthday Dr. Gay messages on
Nice.
Facebook.
Yes,
That's
I can't believe
happy birthday.
I can't believe Dr. Gay. I can't believe I forgot your birthday.
That's fine. I'm not a birthday guy.
You just wanted to say birthday.
Birthday.
No, I thought of it.
Nobody
when
did
I said
that.
birth. I was going to say birthday, and then I like.
When was your
thought
birthday?
of it.
Yesterday.
So why don't we have a birthday calendar around
I
here?
know we really should.
We're shitty people.
We really
shitty
are
people?
horrid people, uncaring.
How old are you?
31.
Wow!
You were just a kid when you started.
Oh
with
my
us. What
God!
happened?
I was.
Why are we staying the same age and you guys are getting older?
I remember when he
Weird.
first showed up, his
23.
first day of work, he had like long dyed hair and he had a cat in his hand. What? No?
Yeah.
No, you're thinking of me when I was 15.
Oh, yes, I always do. I often think of you at 15. Little twink.
I know. I feel like I've spent my whole life here.
Travis,
Yeah,
why is
believe
this? Why is this a bad deal for the Jets?
For everything you've already said. Come on. Nobody can possibly think that this is going to work out. Like you don't spend all that money and give up draft picks and thanks, Danny. And
He's pulling up the pick.
and do all that just to sign a backup quarterback. Like it's just a controversy waiting to happen.
I don't think they're signing him to be the backup. I think they
Well,
have
that's
no
what they're
confidence.
saying they are,
but I don't
but
think they have
if-
confidence in Sanchez. They'll start the season with Sanchez, certainly. But as soon as he has one of those bad games and you have 80,000 people screaming Tebow, guess who's coming in the game?
Yeah, absolutely.
And if he turns around and has a good game, then guess who's starting the next week?
Oh, poor Sanchez. Yeah. Has he said anything, Sanchez? Is there any,
He's like blah,
any
blah,
statements
blah.
yet?
Yeah, the blah, blah, blah statement.
Very
Yeah, he said
happy.
blah, blah, blah,
Very
blah,
happy to
blah,
have him
blah, blah.
aboard. Great. This is going to be a great season for the Jets. I'm very happy. Blah, blah, blah. Wow. Is that you when you first started here?
Jeez, that was
Holy shit.
Holy
Did I
shit.
see that, Danny? Wow,
The
way.
fuck, dude?
What a twerp.
What happened to you?
What
been here
happened to
7
what
years.
happened to everybody? 7 years. It's like 7 years on fucking Devil's Island.
it really
He's been here 7 years.
7 years.
Yars.
Wow. Yeah. Look at you. You're a little skinny
young.
little fucking kid.
That was after a couple of years.
Oh, man.
He's still skinny, though.
Well.
No, not so much.
He's kind of bearded and jaded.
Oh,
Well, that kind of looks the same.
almost the same.
Aw, you wacky kids. All he is.
Spent a lot of time here.
Yeah.
Look, there's me and Kiefer.
Oh, wow.
Kiefer
Where was
Sutherland.
that?
That was a K-Rock.
That's
you guys were in
K-Rock
Philly
hallway.
one day, and he came to do
And
JV
Kiefer
and
came
Elvis.
in.
Yeah, it's great. I've never been more happy to not travel with the show.
Aw.
Let's see.
Just going through photo montages
I don't know what
of
Danny
young
just likes for
Travis.
Yeah, so
Young
terrible
Travis.
Huh?
deal. Terrible deal.
Yeah,
For
that
Tebow.
seems to be the
That's
consensus.
another picture of me, Danny.
Danny just keeps pulling up pictures of Travis, much to Travis's chagrin.
I can't find anyone that is for the Tebow move.
I am.
Mike in Queens. Mikey.
I'm happy about it.
Hey, what's up, guys?
Hey.
Listen,
Hello.
I work nights, right? And I got up yesterday after 5 o'clock in the afternoon, and I had about 15 text messages, all from my Jet fan buddies, and not one of them was fucking positive. Nobody wants this fucking guy on the team. Nobody. I don't understand this for the life of me, bro. I can't understand it. Somebody try to rationalize what the fuck the Jets are doing, and they just gave Sanchez a contract extension.
Yeah,
I don't know.
I will have to wait and see how this is going to work out. I don't know. Rex Ryan hasn't said anything yet, huh?
Yeah, they were talking last night during a conference call.
And what did he say?
Well, he wasn't there, but the Jets are saying exactly what they should be saying, that they're going to use him in wildcat, third down, goal line situations. He's the backup quarterback. Everyone's got a backup quarterback. All we did was change our backup quarterback today, but it's complete bullshit.
They're trying to downplay that Tebow's just a backup quarterback. He's got a massive fan base, and the massive fan base is going to be screaming Tebow whenever they can.
Absolutely.
Are you kidding me?
That's what they're saying. It's a terrible deal.
As soon as he throws one interception, everybody's going to be calling for Tebow.
Yeah, well, like we said, even before that, They're just going to be Tebow,
right?
Tebow, the whole fucking crowd. You're going to hear that the first game.
And Mark Sanchez is not mentally tough to begin with.
Nope.
He's just not good.
And people are going to just chant Tebow because I'll say it again because they're just assholes.
Yeah.
They probably don't even want him in the game. They just want to fucking make a noise.
Then there's going to be those signs in the stands where people drew in bad proportion Tebowing. It's going to be like these dumb fucking dopey looking. The legs are too fat, his head's too small. Drawings. People are artistically challenged. Hate those.
Is that happening on Draw Something?
Of course it is.
Does Tebow come up ever?
Draw Something now. Just racist, sexist, homophobic pictures.
Of course.
Fantastic.
Of course.
I'm still all in though.
I don't know.
I'm playing with like fucking 30 people. It sucks.
I haven't found one Jets fan that likes this.
But you're not gonna. This is a situation where there's not going to be a Jets fan going, I like the move.
But other teams would.
It's totally against anything a Jets fan would like.
But I would assume other teams would have loved to have Tebow on their team, no?
Are they going to trade him, do you think?
Jets are
Tebow?
Jets?
Is there a possibility they're getting him to trade?
No way.
They gave away.
They wouldn't have gone through all that
picks?
trouble.
Yeah, no way. No, they're looking forward to the money they're going to make on jerseys.
On
and
fucking
such.
merch.
Oh, yeah. On the merch alone.
At least he'll be in New York. Maybe we can get him on the show.
You think?
I shouldn't say that.
Huh?
That's Roland's thing. I shouldn't laugh at Roland like that. He does get
That's
some
true.
All right, we got a guy that's
people
for the
us.
Tebow trade.
Oh, okay. Who's this, Tebow?
Could be the Fez. Mikey.
Yeah.
Hey. Mike, let's go. Yeah, let's go.
Love it.
All right, listen. The rumor is that Sanchez does not work hard in practice, okay? The Jets are not going to keep Mark Sanchez. He's made no progress in 3 years.
Yeah, you're right. That's why they just gave him an extension. That totally makes sense.
Yeah, what about
shit.
the extension thing?
Dr. Gay faced you, motherfucker.
Oh, shit.
All Tebow ever has done is win, no matter where he goes.
Yeah. Even with Jesus.
Good points.
This is the only guy that we found.
Yeah.
Mike, you got to sell it better than this.
Mike, come on.
That's all I got for you guys.
Oh.
I'm going to see little Jimmy at Uncle Vinny's on Friday.
Oh,
Nice.
yeah, no, Friday to Saturday. Thank you, buddy.
All right, man.
All right, bye.
Let me say hi to Charlie on Long Island. Charlie,
Bless you.
let's go.
What's up, guys? How are you?
All right.
Hey, listen, real quick. First of all, the Sanchez extension, all they did was free up salary cap room. He's not making any more money than he was, so that's a bunch of crap. Second of all, Tebow is going to be used to replace Brad Smith, who was a receiver they had to go last year in free agency. He was a college quarterback. They listed him as a wide receiver. They brought him in to run the Wildcat. That's what Tebow's going to do. This whole quarterback controversy is crap.
Can he play wide receiver?
I don't know if it's crap.
That's definitely not
Tebow won't be playing wide receiver. He'll be running the Wildcat, which Brad Smith did.
Exactly. But Brad Smith was listed as a receiver.
Right, but he played quarterback, so he knew how to throw and shit like that. So they brought him in for the Wildcat. That is true.
But won't you know the Wildcat's coming if they bring him in?
For the most part, yeah.
And then the other team will go, Wildcat defense! Wildcat defense!
But then maybe Tebow surprises you and throws long. That's the craziness of it. Who knows?
It is crazy.
But you can't just say the quarterback controversy is crap. You can't say that.
Yeah, you can't just say it's not going to exist.
That is going to be a
two
mess.
quarterbacks on the team.
That's going to be a massive headline leading right up to fucking opening day.
And
They
beyond.
already had a controversy. Half the fan base is already sick of Sanchez. Anybody who's hating on Sanchez now has been hating on him for months.
That's why there's a
And now they're gonna
quarterback
hate on him even more.
controversy, because the half that don't like him, they're going to be screaming Tebow at every chance they get.
No, but this guy's right. They're bringing him in to do what? Punt? Like Danny White, sir?
Good old Danny White. Remember him?
Oh, literal Jim.
Oh.
No one was chanting for Kellen Clemens' name, you know?
Right.
But when Tebow's his backup, they're definitely going to be doing that.
Tebow mania.
Tebow mania.
Tim Sanity.
I like to give awful chants. Like, I'm going to go there and go, make a touchdown, Tim Tebow.
Oh, that's a good one.
That nobody will jump on. It's awkward.
No rhythm to it.
No rhythm fucking chants.
You're going to have to compete with Fireman Ed with that one.
Yeah. Come on, Tim, do the best you can for us.
Come on, Tim, do the best you can. No.
For us.
Doesn't work.
Tapers off.
But then you got to think, all right, so Tebow would go to the Jets assuming that he would be the backup. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Because you got to think.
Well, it's not his decision.
Huh? Well, he probably would have started with the Jaguars, right?
Look, he's not a good quarterback. Who,
Tebow?
Yeah, he shouldn't be starting anywhere. This whole thing's just frustrating.
Are you trying to say he got lucky last year? But he has Gwad on his side.
Sure does. Well,
that Gwad could do some amazing things.
Yes, Jesus is on his side.
That's
and
right.
now New York has Jesus.
Jets are going to make a ton of merchandise money.
And that's it?
And that's it.
So weird.
I know.
How did this happen? How did he become a Jet? How did this happen?
How did that happen? Yeah. It just
the Broncos loved him. What happened? What the fuck happened?
Yeah.
Elway showed his balls, though. Good for him. He made the right move.
Yeah. You got to go with Peyton Manning over Tim Tebow. You have to.
Yeah, Peyton Manning, and you see that he could still do it. You got to go for it.
No, you don't.
Where's Florentine?
Why? Yeah, right. They gave him a contract extension. Now what? No, you don't. Jim just makes these great definitive statements. He's very hard to debate with because he's very logical. And
he makes great points when it comes to sports.
He makes really good points. Even when I've heard him argue Dolphins for so many years. So when these guys call it, I'm just like, you don't know what you're. I don't think I've ever argued football with him because I never, there's just never been a cause to. But I know it's going to be a problem if I ever have to.
We found someone that loves the trade.
Oh, wow.
Just loves it. Glenn in New Hampshire. Glenn.
Good morning, gentlemen. I love this trade. It's great. I'm a Pats fan. It's just guaranteed 2 wins again.
All right.
Guaranteeing 2 more wins. Fucking asshole.
Have a great day, man.
What are they saying up there on sports radio?
I haven't even been listening to it. I listen to satellite. I listen to you guys, then Run Fez, and then my day's basically over.
Thank you, sir. I appreciate that.
Thank you, man.
All right.
Thank you.
What sports show do you think booked the big Fireman Ed interview this morning?
Oh, man.
I would go with
Mike?
Boomer and Carton.
Who's Fireman Ed?
You don't know who Fireman Ed is? And you've been in New York all these years? What's wrong with you?
Where have you been?
I don't know Fireman Ed. I'm glad.
Jim.
Whoever he is, I'm glad I don't know
He
him.
gets no one's allowed to chant until Fireman Ed says it's okay to.
Ew.
He actually goes like this and quiets the whole crowd.
Oh, yeah.
And everyone listens.
Game's all about him.
And then he dramatically pauses, and then he does the Jets chant. And the place goes nuts.
Fireman
You don't know
Ed.
Fireman Ed?
No, I don't. Oh, he just yells a lot. He's a big
He's
fan.
a fan, yeah. Can you see if there's
But-
any YouTube
Fireman
videos?
But the
Ed.
Jets have finally acknowledged him a few years back now, and
Yeah, they send him to playoff games.
they've given him great seats and everything.
Let's see what Fireman Ed says. It's a good. Gives a fuck.
No, he just controls the chant.
That's wonderful.
He gets on what is it? His brother-in-law's shoulders,
something like that. I don't know.
and
That's cool.
He gets up there, and everyone goes, "Oh, Fireman Ed's about to chant."
People take pictures with Fireman Ed.
Oh, fuck yeah.
That's
Yeah.
cool. Fireman Ed should chant, "This organization won't get its own stadium, blah, blah. We've been fucking the fans for 40 years, blah, blah."
No, the new stadium is both the Jets and Giants.
Exactly,
stadium,
it's not.
officially.
It's
yes.
not.
Yeah, officially.
It's terrible.
Could you get a video of Fireman Ed doing what he does best? Because it'll drive Jimmy nuts.
Like
I can't believe
sharing
you
a
never heard
pussy.
of Fireman
No.
Ed.
Oh, he's up on the big screen.
Why wouldn't he be with his fire helmet?
Look. He's calming everyone down.
You're not a dictator.
See?
Oh, boy.
They all wait for him, Jimmy. They all wait for him.
Well, then not only is he annoying, but they're even bigger assholes than he is. Enough with him on the Jumbotron. And I guarantee there are people that would hate his guts.
Yes, they do.
Look, the dramatic pause.
Because these dumb motherfuckers don't know when to start the J in Jets.
You know what,
Yeah,
though?
they need a little direction.
Yeah.
It's pretty impressive because one day he just started that, and it's gotten to the point where the whole stadium looks at him.
Who's a bigger cunt, him or the cowbell man? The cowbell man at City Field.
I hate cowbell man.
I hate fucking cowbell.
Is he with the Mets?
Oh, yeah.
Of course.
I don't
The Mets
mind.
and the Jets.
I don't mind Fireman Ed at all. Actually,
Well, he's a fan. And the guy from Yankee Stadium was
Freddie
fucking...
Says?
Freddie Says stunk.
Freddie
A
says.
three-way head-on collision on the fucking West Side Highway.
he had the frying pan, right?
Oh,
Who's the frying pan guy?
Yeah, and he gave you the spoon.
And the spoon.
Oh, cowbell guy. Wait a minute.
And you'd hear that coming over, like when you're watching the game at home, and like you just wanted a good drive there to fucking strangle him.
Just a jerk-off making noise. Looking for attention.
Yep. Just a guy who decides one day that he wants to.
Dude, he's doing it for 20 seconds. Just shut the fuck up.
Stop it.
I hate these fucking fans.
You don't like the Uber fans?
Hate. No, I said I hate them for being fans, but Fireman Ed annoys me the least because he's just doing a chant that other people are chiming in with. He's not making so much noise himself like these other two douchebags that fucking cowbell and fucking frying pan fucking Teddy and fucking assholes. Bells McGillicuddy.
Fucking Teddy.
Bells McGill. Jingle, jingle, jingle. Jingle, jingle, jingle. Look,
Bells McGillicuddy.
Yeah, he's got jester shoes on. Jingle, jingle, walk, jingle.
Ted,
fuck yourself.
Ted should be a super fan. Ted should have a fucking gimmick.
Oh my God, Freddie says. It's Freddie says.
Ted hates these people.
Ted hates them?
Yes.
What about Teddy says?
Yeah, what about Teddy says?
Teddy says, make a home run, Tim.
I would love to hear Teddy says.
Ugh.
Why not? Yeah, I know Freddie's dead, by the way. You're making fun of a dead guy.
Tough shit. I saw him. I walked by him in Stunt Brain when we went to the old stadium. That's Freddie says. Yeah. And I'm like, what? That's what I said to him. What?
Why did you get angry, though?
Because who is an old guy? Fuck do I care about him for?
But some of these guys take off, and some of them fail miserably.
Yeah, I know.
When I was going to the Islanders games there was a guy that would wear an orange pom-pom, basically. Yeah. It was like his hair, and then he had an Islander hat on, and he never took off, and he tried so fucking hard.
What about kitten squeezy guy?
Who?
The guy that just grabs a kitten and squeezes him to go, meow, meow. That wouldn't wash.
I'm trying to get a thing started where it's called Comments by Larry, and I carry I carry a suggestion box around, and I have a big hat with an L on it, and you put in your comments, and I quietly read them later.
Oh, shit.
Everyone's trying to say the Greg Williams, Sean Payton story is much bigger. I guess it is. Huh?
I think so. Yeah, absolutely.
Dave in Texas, go ahead.
Yeah, I think the Sean Payton and Greg Williams story is a little bit bigger, man. I mean, they let that dude go for the whole season.
Yep.
And indefinitely for Greg Williams. That's some crazy shit.
Well, it was
Everybody knows their fucking bounty bowl has been going on with the Cowboys and the fucking Eagles for years.
Oh, so this isn't new just to the Saints?
Yeah. The Saints, man. Greg Williams they suspended him for the whole year.
Oh no, I know, but I'm just saying, did other teams have this type of bounty thing?
Oh fuck! Back in the early '80s.
Yeah, the Saints are just the first ones to get caught.
Holy fuck!
Yeah, they called it the Bounty Bowl every time the fucking Eagles played the Cowboys. It's been going on for years.
Yeah.
Yeah, this is a huge story. I mean, you suspend your head coach for a year, or the NFL suspends him for a year.
Without pay, right?
Yeah.
And then indefinite for, wow. And they're saying Jeremy Shockey.
That's what I read, that he may have been the rat.
Might have been the rat. And Jeremy Shockey's like, I'm no rat.
Did he get in trouble? Did he get traded or something?
I don't know. Sapp said it was Jeremy Shockey. And Jeremy Shockey saying, I'm no rat.
Wait, was he on? What team's he on?
Saints.
Shockey was on the Saints, yeah.
But he's gone?
I think so.
I don't
remember.
I don't know.
It's a huge story, though.
It is a huge story.
All right, I love you, boys. You guys have a good day, okay?
Okay. Hey, that was pretty good.
Not too shabby.
You know who my favorite fan person is? Did you ever see the old lady? She goes to Buccaneers games, Bullhorn Edna, and she just holds the bullhorn, but she never uses it. She just waves it.
Edna?
Yeah, Bullhorn Edna.
That's horrible.
And she wears adult diapers on the outside of her dress and waves her bullhorn at people, especially minorities. She waves it aggressively at minorities.
Oh, good.
Bullhorn Edna's a cunt.
Let me go to Rich on Long Island. He really likes the Tebow trade. He's mad at all of us.
Oh.
And the rest of the media and the rest of the fan base for not understanding. Rich, go ahead.
All right. In all seriousness, why is this not a good trade? Like, we were suffering from third down conversions, red zone offense, okay? Our locker room, they all hate each other, which he's also known for, bringing the team together.
Is he?
Yeah, exactly. They all get together and question his sexuality. They'll talk about it when he's gone.
Hey, listen, the guy creeps me the fuck out just as much as anybody else in the Northeast, okay? But, I mean, in all seriousness, it's not like he's replacing Sanchez. And now, we need somebody up Sanchez's ass, maybe in the literal sense, who knows. Okay? And, you know, I think it's a good
You're okay. Rich, you meant...
yeah.
You know what? Tebow probably is a nice guy, and it's like
he's a great guy.
It's easy to be annoyed with him. My opinion is that he's fighting a demon, and I almost wish for his sake that he could just fucking. But he can't because he's an athlete.
But he's connected to Taylor Swift now.
What? How?
I don't know. There's rumors that he's connected to Taylor Swift.
Why? They both date the same fella?
Hey, Rich, you make really good points, but the one thing I want to ask you is the whole Sanchez thing, because we all know he's lacks self-confidence.
Well, but also, too, I think it's because the last 3 years he had so much pressure on him.
Yeah.
The Tebow mania is going to take a lot. I think it's going to take tension away from Sanchez, and I think it's going to be less pressure on him.
You don't think he's going to feel pressure having the most popular quarterback in the
history?
Yeah, in history, like right behind him.
He's close to.
Honestly, I don't. I think it's going to have I think it's going to have the opposite effect.
He's close to having the biggest fan base in the NFL. They said at the Super Bowl it was unbelievable how many people he travels with. It's a whole fucking circus with this guy now.
Apostles.
And you think
yes.
You think that first game where Sanchez is the first time Sanchez is having a bad game and the whole stadium is chanting Tebow, that Sanchez is going to be all right with that?
No, probably not. But at least I think that'll light a fire. I think it's either going to light a fire under his ass, or there's going to be so much pressure put on Tebow with all the media that's going to have the opposite effect.
Shut up, hold yourself.
All right.
Excited.
You know how many times that camera's going to pan over to Tebow on the sidelines?
Praying. It's all about you, isn't it? God boy.
Giving everybody a little pep talk.
It's all about God boy.
Guys come off the field if they had a little problem on field, and Tebow put his arm around him and be like, "Hey, it's okay. We'll get him next time. We'll get out there," and then he'll get down.
They're going to hire him here and do a Talk to Tim segment. Do you have problems? Talk to... No, I got it. It's a great idea. They'll have him. They'll pay him $40 million. They'll put his picture in the lobby. It's Talk to Tim time. We do it once.
Rotation.
We do it once during the summer solstice. You can call up and talk to Tim. We fucking pass you through. He's in an ISDN line in a glory hole.
Does anybody know how to get his manager? I'm getting married in August. I want to see if he could marry me and my wife, my future wife.
All right. Thank you, Rich.
He's not allowed to, I don't believe, in the state.
Listen, Kevin Smith's coming down the hall. We'll take a quick break and get Kevin Smith on the air. We're going to go to break quickly here so we can get some room for Kevin. Stay there.
This is the Opie and Anthony Show. Sirius XM.
Kevin Smith in studio.
Good morning, everybody.
Welcome back.
Bad hair day for me, man.
What happened?
I didn't get a chance to shower. I was signing last night at the Barnes & Noble in Union Square, and we went rather long. And then I got back to the hotel, and I was like, do I go to sleep or smoke weed? And that's never a question. Like that's a morning question now, too. Like, I usually wake up 4, 5, 6, and the reason I wake up is I go, why am I sleeping? There's weed here. Like, we could go smoke. Man. And once I start smoking, I get to work, so the day kind of begins. So I went to sleep kind of late and whatnot, and then when I got up this morning, I didn't have a chance to take a shower. So the whole ride in, I'm fussing with my hair, and then I'm like, why do I give a shit?
It doesn't matter. It's fucking radio.
It is, but then I gotta go to Imus after this, and they shoot that shit too.
Oh, believe me.
TV, dude. Every TV show I've been on in the last week, because I was on like a few morning shows to promote the book and whatnot.
Yeah.
There's always that behind you camera that does that rolling back shot.
Oh, no.
Always, dude. And if you catch me from the front, it's passable. You go, I wouldn't fuck him. He's fat, but, well, he's a good guy. He's got some hair. That's what they say.
He's got some hair.
The moment pull it off. But the moment they put that shot behind you, people go, he's lost his power.
Oh, shit.
None whatsoever. Yeah. Fuck him. I don't believe anything. He's look at that big ass fucking bald spot. Fry your tough fuck.
Oh, shit.
But then I was on a CBS morning news show, and I came after Matt Weiner from Mad Men. I always got to be careful how I say the name, because immediately you want to say Wiener.
Yeah.
That's what it looks like, but it's Weiner. I love that fucking show.
Yeah, it's great.
That dude's sitting there just dropping science, and he's got like the full fucking bald with the hula skirt around the back.
Right, yeah.
And I was sitting there going, that dude's one of the baddest ass creators ever fucking lived, and he got even less hair than you. Fuck off. Like, it's fine. It doesn't matter, man.
There he is.
Certain guys look good. Like Robert Duvall looked good with hair like that.
He
didn't look
forever,
bad.
Because he's had it forever, That guy must have just been, like, bald at 12.
He picked it. He was like, I'm going to go with a hairline that I'm going to live into.
Exactly.
How is everybody doing, man?
Good,
I was
man.
just in Orlando when you were there. How was your Orlando show?
It was good. Yeah, we didn't see each other though. It was decent. Half full crowds, but Kev, a good half.
The half you want. The desirable half.
That's attaboy.
Yeah.
It was a fun weekend. There was just more people, but the ones that showed up were good.
When are you shooting your thing?
April 28th in Cleveland.
And that is, there's a me-Australia conflict, but
yes.
Are we still trying to work something out? I put my head in things and pulled them out.
Well, I haven't because you're gone. You're going to be away.
So nothing whatsoever.
Yeah, no, we're actually still looking.
Wait, what's this about?
I'm shooting my hour in April 28th.
No, we know that, but
and I wanted
what's
Kevin,
the Kevin angle?
I would love Kevin to direct
Last
it.
time I was here, he was
fuck
talking
yeah.
about doing it, and I was like, but we're going to Australia.
But he'll be out of the country. And we couldn't extend anymore because as it is, they gave me a 2-week turnaround time instead of a 1 month.
For those who I mean, I'm sure everybody listening knows, but are you talking about it or is it hush,
yes.
hush?
Both shows sold out, yeah.
What now, when you say my hour, what is that for?
I'm shooting an hour of stand-up for a production company, and it's going on Epics first, and then it's going on.
You're an Epics brother.
Yes.
Brother Epics.
Brother of Epics.
I like those guys a lot.
They're fantastic. I also like their business model because it's like, we're a cable channel, but we also live online. So if you can't get to your TV to turn it on, just jump online and
That's
click
so
on
smart.
it. It's very smart. But what they're doing is essentially what HBO did in the late 70s, early 80s, or when they started. These cats are just like, let's just do comedy. Let's find out who people like on Twitter, who's got nice followings, who we respect, and we'll start doing it. So they've done like Louis, they've done Louis C.K. They've done
Louis Black too.
Louis Black. They've done, I think,
Janine
Garofalo, David Cross. I might be wrong about Louis C.K.
No. I saw Louis last night. Right? I said, yeah.
And then when they tapped me for 2 years ago, we did Too Fat for 40. I was like so fucking flattered because suddenly you feel like George Carlin to some degree. You never feel exactly like George Carlin, but like, oh my God, like somebody's going, your comedy's good enough to put on fucking TV. So there's this nice small fraternity / sorority of comedians that they've been kind of building specials for and putting on the air. And they're doing like the Secret Policeman's other ball, the new version.
Right.
I passed a fucking billboard for it here in town.
What
I
is
saw
that?
the Epics logo.
Was that a live show or something?
That was back in the, I would say early 80s. And then Harvey and Bob Weinstein, I believe, if I remember my indie film history correctly, went over to Cannes and bought this movie that was put together as a charity film for, I believe, Amnesty International. And it was like some artists, recording artists, but also Monty Python and some comedians and stuff. Kind of like a fucking comic relief to some proto-comic relief or something like that. And so they brought the footage over here and they cut out a bunch to make, because I think it was really long or something like that. They released it as the Secret Policeman's Ball, and then they took the footage they cut out, put that in, and released it as the Secret Policeman's Other Ball.
Okay.
So now Epics, I guess, after years and years, is doing a kind of update. And we going by in a cab real quick, so I saw the names, and I couldn't quite focus, but it seemed too fucking hip for the room. It was all the names where I'm like, shit, I wish I was on that list. But I love Epic. So do you know what it's called? What is your thing going to be called?
Yeah, I think I'm going to call it Please Be Offended.
Nice.
That's a good one.
Yeah, I finally came up with the title.
You're so clever, Jim Norton.
Yeah, instead of Please Be Seated and Please Be Quiet, we got it, Jim. And I'm writing up a promo now. We're going to shoot promo next week. So,
sweet, man.
That's
Congrats.
awesome.
That's
Thank
huge,
you.
dude. You're
Yeah.
welcome. We're in a club together. Fucking
yeah,
man.
Elbows.
Secret elbows.
I never did the elbow before.
Secret elbows.
You
I
got
like.
it now.
I was writing for young James here not too long ago. His Hit Somebody scenes, which amount to like I would say 3 hardcore scenes, but you're throughout every
Thank
time
you.
there's hockey going on.
I've been watching
He
that.
sent me a nice note because I told you I was like, look at.
Oh yeah, I saw the interview too.
And you know what he sent me back going like, I know what you're talking about because last time I was like, do the Winnie Pooh voice,
right?
And you're like, the whole fucking movie,
yeah. I know the guy's vibe. I know what he is. He's very soft spoken and he's married. But you look at him, you'll question him the way you question Tebow, although he's a married guy.
Right. Especially because it's like 70s. It's kind of he presents very straightforward.
Yeah, but
I want to see this guy now.
He's
Glenn Hall. It's kind of based on the goalie Glenn Hall, who
Okay.
we watched the interviews with him on like YouTube or something like that. he's fucking adorable. They called him Mr. Goalie in the game, and he's got an unbreakable record that nobody in hockey will ever touch. It's something like, I don't know the exact number, 1,600 consecutive games without a mask.
Oh, and he looks good. He doesn't look bad at all.
No, dude, clearly, while we were talking about his age before the curved stick and the slap shot was in vogue, like that started happening. He was on a team at one point with whatchamacallit, Bobby Hull. So even in practice, he had to face the Bobby Hull slap shot, and that started traveling much higher than the knees and the stomach. That's where he started. Right. Hey, man, that's where the mask kind of came.
Yeah, of course.
So you look at the guy, and he doesn't look like he's gotten hit in the face with a zillion pucks or something like that.
That's crazy, man.
It really, but sweet guy. Yeah. Comes across like an uncle or a grandfather, but as you listen to him for a good period of time, there's like an edge or a cynicism or a sarcasm and everything, but it's always sweet. So you imagine back in the day when he was Mr. Goalie, I'm sure he was a straightforward family man, but this dude probably got so much pussy.
Oh, yeah?
He probably tops him at the bottom because he's just like, hello, how are you? Oh, he's a sweet dude, but there's how are you?
Oh, yeah. He just wants to be on his farm.
Yes, he just wants to be painting his barn and stuff. It's sweet, man. If you look up Glenn Hall, it's like worth 5 minutes of your time on YouTube.
Is he still around?
Yeah, I think he's still alive.
Still
alive?
Yeah.
He's got to be old, though, man. He's probably a lot older than he looks.
He's got to be like 80 or something like that, close to 80.
Yeah. Can we find him? Now I want to hear his voice quickly.
Yeah, pull it up.
If we can.
He tells a story about trying to get a raise because none of those guys got fucking paid. Like people didn't start getting played in hockey for a while, right?
Especially hockey. Yeah, that's one of the sports where
that was the year where they had to have a second job, I'm sure, right?
Yes. So he was talking about like every year he didn't want to go to training camp and shit. He was like, I hate training. So he would kind of call in sick, but one year they called in and they were negotiating his contract at the same time. And he's like, he was letting them know like I might not be coming back. And he's like, tell him I'm painting the barn. And so, because he had a farm and stuff, and everyone imagined the barn must be like massive or something. It was a tiny shed. He just didn't want to go train, and finally they brought him in. And so, it's a sweet guy, comes across well, but it's like, whenever I see that dude talking, whenever I think about a character like that in terms of my movie hit somebody, boom, it's immediately Norton. So he's in there. Sweet dialogue. Wonderful scene where you vomit through the whole thing.
Oh,
that was a charming aspect of Glenn Hall was he was notorious for having a weak stomach. Like the game made him nervous. So before every game, he would be puking his guts up and whatnot.
Wow.
And they tell like a story that like he says is he's going, it's not a true story. He's going, but they've told it so long that people think it's true. But they always tell the story of they're in the middle of a game and he put his hand up and the refs just paused the game and he just skated over to the boards. It was like, everybody waited and stuff, and then he waved and they went right back to the game. And he's in an interview I saw. He's like, that didn't happen. Sweet dude.
That's what he looks like now, huh?
1924. That puts me up 86 years old. 87.
That's not him. No. Okay. That is a Glenn Hall.
Yeah, it's another guy. That's
Put in Mr. Goalie.
That looks like Popeye.
Yeah.
When are you starting to shoot that, Kev? So,
end of the year, it looks like.
End of the year, all right.
It keeps getting longer and longer, and then I'm like, God, is this a movie, or is it 2 movies? Is it something else? So there he is. That's him.
Played on a poor team while there was lots of action around, and that's what you enjoyed about the game.
A little bit, right? Yeah.
Glenn Hall joined the Detroit Red Wings, where he earned Rookie of the Year honors in 1956 with 12 shutouts.
Pause that real quick.
And introduced.
This is Legends of Hockey, which is this amazing series. If you like hockey at all, pick it up. I get blazed and watch this, man.
Really?
This, I swear, like one of my favorite things to do in life. I don't know if this is true for anybody else, but when you try to make people laugh for a living, is there something really cathartic about crying? And I'm not saying like crying like, oh, I'm miserable, just something, an emotional release. I get fucking baked and watch Legends of Hockey and bawl my eyes.
Really?
Oh my God, dude. The music they play under these things.
Shit.
It's crazy. Like I watched that. I watched, do you ever see Broad Street Bullies, the HBO doc?
Amazing.
Dude, I don't even like the Flyers, man, but I'll get baked and watch that. And by the end, I'm like fucking bawling. My wife will be like, are you okay? I'm like, it's just so beautiful. They love that team so much. So this is my favorite pastime, man. It's mostly like, that's how I wrote Hit Somebody. Blaze out, watch these videos, get real emotional, and start fucking
writing. Were you always emotional like that? Or
no,
is it
I think that's midlife.
Midlife,
I think it's the older one gets, the more comfortable one gets, at least in my case.
Like the younger Kevin Smith would be like, "Shut up, faggot."
Yes,
What are you
the
doing?
younger Kevin Smith would be like, "Stop saying that you cried." And the older Kevin Smith goes the other way. I'm like, "Nah, it's totally okay to cry, particularly if you're not crying because you're miserable, particularly because you're crying because you're like, oh man, that's
just
beautiful."
some kind of
finding beauty in the mundane, man. That'll bring me to tears. Sometimes.
It is odd to get emotional and feel like tears welling up from like a musical note from a song, like a big,
so manipulative,
a big like bump, like live. It might sound a little fruity, but if you see like a big harmony ending of a Broadway fucking play thing, and it's like what, and it's like why am I feeling like that? Why am I feeling like
they
that?
want you to feel like that?
It's dialed in.
It's
Music goes right
not
in
really
here.
a story or anything. It's just the way it sounds. It's
Well,
like,
if it's Rent, we know why you're feeling that way.
Have anybody who's been following me for the last month or 2 months, whether podcasts or appearances, are probably sick to death of me talking about. But sometimes you find something you fucking love and you just advocate it from now to next year or two until you're on to the next thing. I saw Book of Mormon. Anyone see Book of Mormon?
We all did.
They
loved it.
Fucking brilliant, isn't it?
Loved
Did it?
Amazing.
This is what it did to me, and I would love to find out if you guys reacted the same way. Creative people, I think, tend to always be like, I dare you. Because, if you write or create for a living, you're just like, all right, well, I know I've seen every fucking trick. Let me see your trick. I'm sitting in the front watching that, like my arms crossed. First minute of that play when they do the kind of frozen scene, and I'm like, oh, if it's going to be this triptych shit the whole time, this got a fucking Tony. I was like, fucking goddamn it. 30, 45 seconds, arms crossed, and I'm like, you're not getting in. By the moment they fucking drop and jump into, like, drop the triptych, go into hello, you're melting. The arms drop, and suddenly you're just like, oh my God, this is wonderful. This is amazing. Somebody cracked the code. To me, is my favorite thing that anyone has ever made in the history of mankind.
Wow.
It's
Bridges,
a work of
fucking
art.
islands. It doesn't matter. It is a fucking masterpiece. And some people look at me and say, like, would you stop talking about it? Like, you see something that good, you just want to be like, oh my God, you want to pass it on?
It's fucking, it is a masterpiece. I saw it twice in the same week. It's
I saw it twice as well. I flew fucking back to New York to see
Just
it,
to
man.
see it again.
Took my kid. I was just like, I'd come back for a meeting, of course, and I'd been telling my kid about it and singing the songs and shit, because a lot of cursing in the songs, like, oh, fuck the baby, and the kid's like, what? So I said, hey, man, I'm going back to New York. You want to take a ride with me, and we'll fucking go see Book of Mormon? She was like, shit, yeah. So I went back like a week and a half later. And I was supposed to go Saturday. I bought tickets for my brother and his husband were coming up. And I said, come see Book of Mormon. Because when I was watching, I was like, my brother would love this. It's so gay friendly. It's crazy. It's humane. It's human friendly. That's the beautiful thing about that show, is like, it offends everybody and at the same time leaves space for anybody's fucking belief. It is... It's a wonder, a thing of wonder. You watch it work with the precision of a fucking open Swiss watch, and you're just like, my hat's off to you. By the end of that show, I sit there going, fuck it, I quit. What's the point, man? Like,
but it's encouraging that they worked for 3 years on it. They didn't just fucking bang it out.
Yes.
3 years they worked.
Oh, my God.
And it fucking shits all over Mormonism, and in a way it does, and it kind of vindicates them as, like, very human. And you saw it.
I loved it,
and they're
man.
very fucking, they're not mean people. They're well-intentioned people, and it's like, it's hard to hate them after that.
It's while I wouldn't even go so far as to say they shit on Mormonism. They never cross that line.
Right.
They present it with a kind of wry smile,
right?
But they're never just like, this is horseshit,
right?
But at the same time, the indication is just like, not. Although we're talking about Mormonism here, this goes for every religion across the board. It is, aside from being brilliantly funny and fucking sing-along wonderful, and it's a fucking flat-out full-blown show, right? It's not like, it's no joke, fucking dancing, tapping, fucking singing and whatnot. It's a really wonderful story about religion. Like, you watch this thing and you're like, oh my God, this is the story of fucking religion. Like, none of it's fucking...
Jimmy and I love the turn it off.
That's right here.
Turn it off.
Oh God, it's so fucking
We had them in. We had a bunch of those guys in, and that's the only time
like Andrew Reynolds and Josh
Reynolds was
Gad.
in, and Gad was in, and fucking Michael Potts, and fucking. Did you? Are you a Wire fan or no?
A fucking cast.
Are you a Wire fan? So I didn't know he was fucking. Michael Potts was in The Wire
as
Brother Muzone.
That's Brother Muzone?
Yeah, that's how I felt.
Oh my God, now I'm thinking about it, because I was talking to him backstage and I'm looking at him and I'm sitting there going like, well, it must be because, he's the guy that was like, Joseph Smith, do not fuck up, baby. Yeah. So immediately I'm looking at him going, you're famous because I just watched you do that fucking thing that made me laugh. But now that you said it, I'm putting glasses on him in my head. It is fucking Dan Mazzone.
Yeah.
Holy shit.
You can go online. There's
There
he
is.
It's Michael Potts. There's one performance of it online. It's from the Tonys, and it's Andrew Reynolds and the guy who played the fucking. I believe.
I believe it. General butt fucking naked.
Butt fucking naked. Yeah. And, it's really good. I believe it's from the Tonys, and it's really a fucking. You can just get a sense of the vibe.
Oh, it is. It's a good indicator. I watched that. You become a nerd for things that you're kind of into, and you start looking them up and whatnot. And it's true. That is like the only real clip you could see.
So,
this dude's fucking amazing.
He's awesome.
Andrew
dude.
Reynolds,
Yeah.
and he looks like a plastic toy in this play. He's so perfect with his hair.
To be teaching of Christ across the sea, but I allowed my faith to be shaken. Oh, what's the matter with me? I've always longed to help the needy, to do the things I never dared. This was the time for me to step up, so then why was I so scared? A warlord who shoots people in the face. What's so scary about that? I must trust that my Lord is mightier and always has my back. Now I must be completely devout. I can't have even one shred of doubt.
Listen to this fucker's voice, man.
I believe that the Lord God created the universe. I believe that He sent His only Son to die for my sins. And I believe that ancient Jews built boats and sailed to America. I am a Mormon, and a Mormon trust. You cannot just believe.
Jump to the end, man. Jump to when he with the warlords there. It's the moment in the play where the dude is. Hold on one second. Go back a little bit. A little bit more. Hold on. Pause right there. Moment in the show where the dude is like, it's of any musical, of Disney movie, where the hero's like, I know my quest and shit. So he's figuring out what he's going to do, and he is essentially goes to the camp of the warlord, the Ugandan warlord, who's forcing castration on women in the village.
Clitoral circumcisions.
Circumcision, shooting people in the fucking face, and he's going to go convert them to Mormonism. And the whole song, as you hear, is like that. It's like, I believe, and he's talking about the things he believes, and then there's always this like weird Mormon belief where you're like, is that what they believe? And when it gets to this line, this is like a crescendo of that entire song in terms of like Mormon belief. He busts into the general's camp to sing. Go ahead.
General, we have an intruder. He just walked right into camp. I believe.
Pointing guns at him. They're all pointing guns at him.
Listen to the general.
What the
part of this fucking song. All of a sudden, this dude's singing, belting it out. Then cuts him. He's just like, what the fuck is this? It is like, it's unfair to say. It's like, it's like South Park come to life because the boys, who work on that, and also the fellow from Avenue Q did it. It's beyond that.
We loved it. I don't like musicals in general.
I hate musicals.
I really don't. Man.
I'm dying to see this again with this cast. Reynolds is amazing. They're all fucking.
When are these guys going away? And
I don't know.
Bringing in the new guys.
This Saturday, what I had tickets for this Saturday was the 1 year anniversary, I think, of the run or something like that.
That's not that bad. They could do a couple years.
I wonder how long they're going to stick around. They've now starting the touring shows. It starts in Chicago, and then there's one going to L.A. And Josh was on TV, I guess, out in L.A. to announce, hey, Book of Mormon's coming, but they were like, you going? He's like, no, I'm not going to be in it. So he's not in that
They're
one.
the New York cast, right?
Yeah, they're the hardcore originals in New York.
And fucking Nikki, what's her name? Nikki St. James or Nikki?
Oh, God, could she sing?
She's fucking awesome.
She was in, too.
Nice
to look at.
She has, she's beautiful,
Nice
beautiful woman, but what an incredible voice. That song she sings, like, it's hysterical, and it'll make you a little bit sad, bittersweet. The Salt Lake City song, she belts it out like a Disney princess, man. And the song is, it's undercut with wonderful satire and whatnot, because she's singing about like this golden place she'd love to be other than this Ugandan hell she's in, and it's fucking Salt Lake City. And you're like, wow, man, I live like in a world where Salt Lake City exists, and it's not nearly as romanticized in that song. You start thinking like, oh my God, we do live in a place where there are other people who are like, I'll be in the worst part of where you are compared to where I am right now. It's fucking fantastic.
I love Kevin Smith because he spent his whole time talking about Book of Mormon instead of his own book
instead of
that he's promoting.
Yeah, that's true.
Instead of a book that he wrote.
It's called Tough Shot.
Yes.
We don't go for the salty language here, Kev. I mean, this gutter talk may work where you're from. Tough shit. It's called life advice from a fat, lazy slob who did good. I just added that part.
I was like, Jimmy.
It's fucking another book, dude. Is this autobiographical or is it
this
just
one is
observations?
kind of part memoir, part the usual current day book. Part
like,
memoir, part advice tome. Where it's
I
just
wish
like,
we got it earlier than today, but it looks like it's some shit that has happened to Kevin Smith.
There's a line. It covers the last 5 years. It's good. The Bruce Willis.
You got
shit's
your Bruce
in there.
Willis in here?
Bruce Willis is in there.
Shit.
Good.
Southwest Airlines is in there. Red State's in there. Smodcast, Comic Book Men tells the whole fucking story of the last 5 years. It's good. It's really, really good. I'm proud of it, man. But if you're not a reader, I read the audiobook, which was pretty fucking awesome.
Okay. See, I would do that. I want that version.
It was dope, man. And you have to, there's somebody there with you the whole time, and every once in a while they're like, a little more. And you're like, and you gotta like fucking really put yourself into it.
You have to emote. You can't just
a little bit. I was being directed. And then there's a one on for iBooks that's an enhanced version where it has the book. But at the beginning of the book is a little video intro to each chapter where I'm like, hey, man, welcome to the house. And fucking in this version, in this chapter, we're going to talk about this.
That's cool.
It's kind of dope,
smart.
man.
That's where it's going. I mean,
of
because
course
the bookstores are closing, so it's harder to do signings. So what are you going to do to get that?
You throw them a little content, a little bonus content, so they watch the video and whatnot. The nice thing about it is my dog just died, Scully, my oldest dog. And before she died, like she was in one, I forgot, but one of the intros I shot was with her. So I was looking at it and I was like, oh my God, she's there. It's kind of sweet. But the book, tough shit. Very, very. I think it's fine now.
How do you promote this on TV? Honestly, like
I say, I'll give you the exact TV rap because I've been doing it for a few days. Hey, man, the easiest way we say it on TV is take a substitution, take my name, slam it in there, and we say Tough Smith, and they go, oh,
look at you.
So at TV, Tough Smith, I call it.
You're going to be doing Imus in a few minutes, right?
Oh yeah, heading over to Imus.
Hey, Kevin from Connecticut wants in here. Kevin, we're talking to Kevin Smith. What's up, buddy?
Hi, Kevin.
Good morning, sir. How are you?
Good. Have you seen the movie Goon?
I did. I rented it on iTunes a couple weeks ago.
I really liked it.
I definitely enjoyed it. I mean, I like Sean. Obviously, I've worked with him twice and whatnot. It's a movie about hockey, so I'm predisposed to like his movie about a hockey enforcer, which is the most romantic aspect of the game. So I'm inclined to like that. I'm making a movie about a hockey enforcer, so naturally, I was a little interested. And when I saw it, I was absolutely relieved. They went for Slapshot, and that's great. God bless. I would never go for Slapshot because I can't do it. Slapshot. But if I was going to go for any George Roy Hill film, it would be not Slapshot. It would be The World According to Garp. So the hockey movie I'm making is more like The World According to Garp. I'm glad that they went for Slapshot. I enjoyed it. There's funny stuff in it. The guy who plays the goalie is the dude who is in the filmmaker's other works. He made a movie called Fubar and a sequel to that. And he's got the wonderful moment where he's just like, 2 rules. One, don't touch my Percocets. Right. And number 2, do you have any Percocets? He was good, man. But it's totally worth getting. It's on VOD. You could peep it out now. Any hockey movie deserves some.
Yeah, I really liked it too there, Kevin.
You know, one thing I noticed about it is take a look at Ross the Boss Ray and take a look at Jay Miller, the goon from the Bruins in the 90s or even 2000s. Identical.
Really? Do you think that's the look he went for? Liev Schreiber, it's every once in a while you have a movie where you're like, where the fuck, like this dude is square peg round hole. Not in a bad way, but like Liev Schreiber and Sean William Scott have a tete-a-tete scene in a bar in this movie, which is wholly outside of another movie, not in a bad way, but it's just not like, it's definitely elevated over the rest of the picture. It's a wonderful little dramatic piece where Liev Schreiber drops fucking science. He's the voice behind 24/7 on HBO. He's the narrator voice. He was the narrator voice of the Broadway Broad Street Bullies, that documentary I was talking about. So he's obviously some sort of hockey enthusiast. He plays this dude Ross the Boss.
Yeah, he was great.
That fucking scene in the diner or the bar, whatever it is wonderful. Where he's just like, "I will lay you the fuck out," and he's got the accent and everything.
That whacked out mustache too, man.
Totally, it's definitely worth peeping
he's
out.
Fucking good. I like that guy. Yeah, I've seen him in
Liev Schreiber?
Yeah,
he's
yeah,
wonderful.
he is
He's
good.
in one of my favorite TV movies of all time. HBO did this thing called RKO 287 about the making of Citizen Kane.
Oh, really?
And he plays Orson Welles. And he's really fucking, really intense. Really good.
He's really good in Goon too. He's not in it a lot, but he's certainly
he's
a great
in it very
performance.
little, but for what he's in, it's astounding. He's one, and even
he steals the show.
The fight scene at the end. You get to movies, fight scenes, and generally they're kind of bullshit, with the exception of the ankle thing, which looked very weird. Their fight on ice was pretty damn.
Fuck yeah.
Yeah, it was authentic. It felt kind of good. It didn't feel like the Youngblood fight.
Yeah,
you know?
and they didn't hold back. They're showing the teeth flying out,
Yes.
the blood. So much blood in this movie, Goon. My God.
He was he played Ricky Romo in the fucking Broadway version of Glengarry Glen Ross that I saw.
Oh, really?
With Alan Alda,
Liev Schreiber? Really?
Tom Wopat. Yeah.
Who did Alan Alda play?
He played Shelley.
Yeah, well, good luck with the book, Kevin.
Hey, thank you so much, sir. He played Shelley the Machine.
Yeah,
Levine?
although he was good, but he made a weird character choice, which was still good, but I preferred Lemon's version.
Can you break it down in a nutshell what his character choice was?
He kind of talked almost like Mike Bloomberg, from what I can remember. A weirder. I don't really know. What are you talking about? Like it was
Really?
just,
I could picture
a
that.
weirder.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm not sure. It was just a weirder version.
Do you think he does that because he's like, everybody has Jack Lemmon burn in their brain, so I might as well try anything to...
Anything else.
He's like, can I do this in the Darth Vader voice? Anything to bring something new to it.
My favorite moment in Lemon is when he takes the fucking lemon drop or whatever it is and he throws it in his mouth.
Oh,
He
yeah.
doesn't put it in his mouth. He tells him, like, you're an asshole, and he throws it in his mouth. And I'm like, he threw a lemon drop in his mouth. It's fucking great.
To punctuate his fucking
Yeah.
his killing sentiment.
Yeah.
You're
I'm
an
really
asshole.
going out on a limb saying that was a fantastic movie.
Oh, my God, was that great.
That's
Yeah.
one of those movies you pop in and you could go to sleep to because A, you know it so well.
Yeah,
B, the
yeah.
dialogue's like fucking rhythmic music and shit.
Yep.
Oh, so
Amazing.
It's a great movie.
They're telling us we gotta get you out of
really
here.
have
man.
to go over to
Thank you
Don
for
Imus.
having me in, man.
Imus in the morning. We have Kevin Smith.
I'm gonna close my eyes. Holy shit! Creepily real.
Always
Come
been one
back
of my
if you want,
faves.
man. We're here.
If you guys got the
'Cause we don't
time, you
get you
guys
much.
don't have anybody coming in.
Oh,
I'll
come
roll
in.
back.
We got Bob
Hell yeah.
Kelly, and you'll fit in perfectly.
Yeah.
Do Imus, come back if you can. If not, we understand.
Okay,
And,
I'll go for. I'll
back.
figure it out right after I walk out the building.
This book I will be reading. Tough Shit, Life Advice from a Fat, Lazy Slob Who Did Good.
It's good. It's been selling pretty darn well,
I like
man.
that your
Twitter
face now,
feedback
you
is
can make
good.
like Kevin Smith face.
Yes.
With the book, you can just go,
With the
"Hey,
front of the book, you can
I'm
put it
Kevin
over you.
Smith.
This is what I hate about the book. I fucking put it up next to me, and people are like, "Hey, you gained some weight since then." I'm like, "Shut the fuck up." Put the book down. Thanks, guys.
Thanks,
All right,
Kevin.
Kevin.
The Opie and Anthony Show. Opie and Anthony. On Sirius XM. The Opie and Anthony channel.
Hey, some morning.
Sirius XM.
Yeah.
Hello, is Phil there?
Phil is not working today.
No, I'm supposed to get a call from Phil. His last name is Lacio.
Who's this?
It's Bob Marino.
Well, Phil doesn't work today.
No, not the one that works there, not a Phil.
Oh, what's his name?
Lacio.
Phil Lucio. Phil Lucio. Phil. No, he's not here.
Huh?
He's not here.
How about Connie? Is Connie there?
Johnny who?
Connie. A girl, Connie.
No, girls can come in this bar. We have no ballroom here. What number did you want?
This the two bar.
Yeah, but there's no women in here.
Who is this?
No women come in here.
This ain't Phil, right?
The two bar. It is the two bar, but no women come in here.
Oh, is it red?
Yeah.
How about sucking my prick?
Huh?
Suck my prick?
Why don't you come over? I'll suck your prick.
Right?
Why don't you come over, you son of a bitch, you motherfucker? Why don't you go out and fuck your mother, you cocksucker? Come on over here. Come on over, talk to me, you person to person. Why don't you come over, you fucking bum? You're too yellow. I'll cut your balls off. Hello?
Yeah. This is the two bar?
Yeah.
Can I speak to Ben, please?
Anybody need Ben? Ben? Anybody named Ben? Nobody but that
His
name.
last name is Italian fellow, D. Banana.
Who?
D. Banana? D. Banana.
D banana? D banana. Nobody but that name.
Ben D. Banana? No?
No.
Okay, thank you.
Jim there. Who? Jim. Jim who? Jim. Who do you want to talk to? Jim. Jim who? Nasium. Who? Nasium. Jim Nasium. Jim Nasium. Not here. You sure? Positive. Okay, thank you.
Sirius XM. It's the Opie and Anthony Show.
Oh boy, I think this might be getting topical with sexy.
No, it ain't.
Oh, it's not? All right, good. Want to thank Kevin Smith for stopping by. He might come back after the Imus thing. Imus was bitching and complaining. I just checked my Twitter.
About what?
After the Kevin Smith thing. And I guess Imus does the pre-interview. We don't really do the pre-interview here.
Nah, we do the pre-cum.
We do the pre-cum.
Right.
And I guess Imus wanted Kevin Smith to come up with his 5 favorite songs, and he only came up with 4. Oh. And then he read only the first page of Kevin's book, and he hates it.
Yeah.
Not hates it. What did he say?
I don't even know what it's about. I just, whatever. It seems he's just writing and babbling about things.
Says first page of book is bad.
What? He's such an asshole.
That's just Imus.
I'm a curmudgeon. Yeah. What the hell is a curmudgeon?
Right, Imus.
Why? The book starts off with, I am a product of Don Smith's Falls.
We just had him on our show.
Oh, let's pop him. Oh, we can't pop him on quick.
Why can't we?
Because it's not over there.
Can we
when it's over here, I can't pop it on. But if it's over there, I can pop it on.
Can you change the channel? Put it on.
I don't know how to change the channels.
That's that rear shot that Kevin said he hates. Oh, shit.
I guess they weren't listening at Fox Business,
wow,
huh?
that is a Friar Tuck.
We still can't just pot up the fucking TV.
No, if it's over there, we can. But over here, we can't.
Over there.
It's got to be over there.
It's over here now.
It's got to be over there.
But it's over here now. Can we put it over there? Oh, there it is.
You always say Tough Smith. I slap my name in.
Hey, we
as a
heard that.
euphemism.
Tough ship?
That could work, but Tough
Ship.
Smith is easier because critics have usually equated my name with that S word, so it works in this instance of the book.
Life advice from a fat, lazy slob who did good.
Who said, hey, man, those are fighting words.
Oh,
here's the thing, though. I don't think of you.
Yes.
You think of yourself as a geek.
Wait, wasn't he just here?
Very much so.
Yeah, I don't.
Yeah. No, well, you don't know me that well. You don't hang out when I watch the X-Files and cry, going, the truth is out there. That's geeky.
Yeah, but see, we think of you as cool.
I got that guy. I could totally have sex with that guy if I wanted to. Do you hear that? He was just like, someone made an X-Files joke.
Well, it was Nat would, first page of your book.
Yes.
That's very tough for not only me to read, but your parents.
Why? Why?
Well,
tell them what it is. Without saying what it is. I know you can't, but...
Well, he talks about his father's testicles.
Yes.
Yeah. And
that's my origin point. That's where I came from. That's where we all came from. Not my dad's, but everyone came from their dad's.
And that they hadn't received their due.
Yes.
That they hadn't no shout out to dad's testicles.
They haven't been lionized in print.
Yes.
Yeah, and I talk about the fact that as much as I'm sure he enjoys having them in print, I can't take it much further, but it has to do with my mother. And she saw that part of the book. She asked me,
Are we just listening to another interview?
Yeah. Why not? What's it about? Since the last 5 years,
we have no ratings here. Why not?
Red State and
We're
Bruce
just
Willis.
listening to Imus. We're simulcasting.
I just realized what we're doing. I'm like, I'm really enjoying Kevin
Don't you
Smith.
get so like caught up in shit like that?
No.
Like it's just someone else's show, and we're listening, and not realizing, oh, we're doing a show.
I just feel it's an extension of our Kevin Smith interview.
I got to work out a new Imus because his voice seems to have gotten a lot higher. It's still kind of like Imus, but it's a lot higher than he used to be. It used to be Don Imus, Imus in the Morning program. Now he's like, hey, Kevin, what are you doing? The first page of your book is like,
see, that's why we did it. Now we got a bit out of it.
I don't know.
They're probably pumping.
I never re-upped my.
They're probably pumping pure oxygen into the studio for him.
I think it's helium.
We were on the road last week. We were down in Orlando, and she went to the show. And, you know, the show's very frank and candid and whatnot, and a lot of blue language. And she's used to it by now. In the beginning, my mom would get very, like...
I just want to hear Imus again.
I know.
And then we can move on. Sure.
think I raised you to curse. And she didn't. My mother was a non-curser. You know, she wouldn't even say hell. She'd be the woman that'd be like, oh, HE double hockey sticks and whatnot. It took me a long time to equate that with a pictogram to be like, well, that's a cuss word. So cursing wasn't really encouraged in my home, but I saw Carlin Carnegie when I was 11 years old, 10 or 11 years old, and George Carlin still remains the smartest person.
Well, Don Imus, you've done it again.
I just want to hear
by Georgie.
I just want to hear the new Imus again. Kevin's giving a long answer right here.
Thinker, one of the most original minds. He would curse like a sailor. Like, this man was respected and respectable. But
oh my God! Oh my goodness!
George Carlin was not lazy; he was brilliant. And so, from a young age, I was like, if this guy can work salty language into whatever he's doing and not feel like dumb.
Oh, and my George.
Politicians, I don't know anybody did, or astronauts when I was a kid. I looked up.
Still answering the question.
Mr. McGlue,
like
Mr. McGlue.
Stern,
Remember that
people like who got to like basically be themselves for a living, open up their mouths and talk, man, create theater of the mind, create imagery for people through the words and whatnot. So that's something that always captured my imagination. My way to all that was film. Like, you know, I didn't know how to get there. I was like, let me make some films, and it opened up the door to doing stuff like standing out there and talking about the work. Or years later, it's like you got enough people who like your work, you can start podcasting, and they'll follow that. We do a bunch, as you know, smodcast.com. So George Carlin, I would say, paved the way for me. And whenever anybody says, like, why do you curse so much? Which my mother sometimes, I'll immediately point to Carlin. I was like, George Carlin cursed his entire life, and he was a genius. So I'm emulating genius.
He was like a regular on this program, and every time he would come on, he'd bring his computer with him. And he'd sit there. He always was prepared to the max. Like he prepared every time he was on. In fact, he would tell me like it was one of his HBO specials.
Yeah. He was...
he'd prepared like one of his HBO specials there. Hey, George Carlin was hey, Road Hog.
Fucking Mr. McCool.
So, isn't this great?
Oh, isn't this great?
Oh, no.
So it's the new high-pitched Imus in the Morning program. I'm
just like moaning into the mic like Imus. I'm going to be doing this all day.
Stands up and he just begins effortlessly advertising lullaby.
All right. So that's what Imus is doing now, I guess.
Oh, God, that's fun.
It is. Oh, God. Hey, we got a city council out there in L.A.
Oh, this is getting out of fucking control.
Remember the cracko guys?
Yep.
Well, the cracko guys were the Whitney Houston.
The name of the show? The cracko guys in the morning?
The cracko guys in the morning.
In the morning, cracko guys. Cracko guys!
They're two guys out there in L.A. doing radio, and the Whitney thing comes down, and, trying to entertain their audience and maybe get a little humor in there. They called Whitney Houston a cracko.
Yeah.
Who cares?
So what?
But everyone's up in arms.
Up in arms.
They wanted them fired. They got suspended. I guess the company, the radio company, did the right thing as far as not firing these guys. And unfortunately, that's not enough, I guess, huh?
Not enough.
Headline, City Council warns cracko comments intolerable, calls for diversity in talk radio.
This is such a fucking a travesty. If you will,
it's more phony liberal outrage because it's gonna be like that fucking fairness doctrine.
Yep,
that's what they're trying to push through. Because for whatever reason, they're fucking not getting. They feel like their talk radio is not being represented.
Right.
So I can't even talk about it anymore.
It's exhausting, right?
It makes me so sick to my fucking stomach.
Ann and I were talking about this morning before the show, and I told Ann, I stopped breathing because that's how fucking infuriated I get. I actually stopped breathing when Ann was talking about this to me this morning.
It's so angering that it's gotten to the point now where they're actually trying to legislate free speech.
Just like Canada, we're going to have what fucking Canada has up there with what is hate speech and inappropriate. Where you're not allowed to say it anymore.
Yeah, you're just not allowed. And under the guise of diversity is supposed to be all different takes on things, different opinions, different lifestyles, and all coming together in a diverse manner. Their idea of diversity, or at least they're trying to present it as diversity, is their own point of view, and opposing points of view that they find offensive have to be eliminated.
Right.
That is the opposite.
Right. That's
of
not the
diversity.
definition of diversity.
It's the exact opposite.
I told you, diversity means allowing guys to call Whitney Houston a cracko.
Right.
And then you have another radio station going, you hear those assholes
With a
calling Whitney
diverse
Houston a
opinion,
cracko?
right? A diverse.
That's true
opinion of
diversity.
that. Right.
And you allow all this.
Yeah.
And all the dummies out there, you fucking dummies that were emailing me about Rush Limbaugh. Oh no, that's the free market at work.
Yeah. Is this now the free market at work?
It's
dummies?
the free market at work. Here's where it goes, stupid assholes. Is this the free market too? Them legislating that? When all you guys out there that couldn't see how this is a free speech issue,
yeah.
The company's got the right to fire him. This is where it's going. You dumb motherfuckers.
Yeah.
This is where it's going. Now it's not just the company doing it. It's because that catches steam. And now it's not allowed.
Right.
It's not going to be allowed for you to say that. So all you dopes out there that were making a free market argument when we told you no, it's a free speech issue.
Yep.
It is a free speech issue. Just because they're not putting you in jail doesn't mean that it's not a free speech issue, you dopes.
And this is why you have to fight every single incident.
Because they don't go away. They go to the next thing.
I'm not a fan of Rush Limbaugh, but I didn't
he's
even
a
have
tool.
I didn't even have a doubt in my mind that I had to stand up and support his right to say what he said. God, it's so obvious to me.
Yeah.
City council members took a step closer on Wednesday. This is getting scary out there in L.A. to becoming the first in the nation to adopt a resolution condemning certain types of speech on public airwaves.
Yeah.
This isn't even FCC shit.
Or is it just condemning it, or is it controlling it? Like, what will they expect to be done?
Let's see.
And by the way, what groups are behind this? They sound like a very diverse organization.
It says L.A. City Council close to resolution barring radio hosts from racist, sexist comments.
Council member Jan Perry introduced legislation that would call upon media companies to ensure on-air hosts do not use and promote racist and sexist slurs on radio and other broadcasts. This has nothing to do with the FCC. This is why this is a major fucking problem.
But no, dude, it's not free speech. It's the free market at work. No, it's not a free speech issue.
Right.
All you dummies that couldn't see it because you hate Rush. No, it's not a free speech. It's the free market at work. It's the free market. Here's what the
same right.
You fucking idiots! You deserve what you. I almost hope they pass it because it's not going to affect me. I almost hope they pass it so you fucking dumbbells can drive more people to satellite and you can have your castrated, horrible regular radio.
Well, the problem is, this shit is all going to eventually get to satellite. It'll take a while still. We got some breathing room here, but I'm telling you, they're not going to stop.
Hate speech.
Nah, because on TV they don't. No. Because you look at network TV and then you look at cable.
Well,
cable still does what it wants. Like HBO and the premium channels.
I would like to think like you, but I don't know, man.
This is a pay service. It's much harder.
We'll see. I hope you're right. Members of Black Media Alliance, National Hispanic Media Coalition, Korean American Bar Association, American Indians in Film and TV, we're on hand to voice their support for the proposal.
Sure, of course. That's good.
Diverse.
Yeah, very diverse. Groups that name themselves by their ethnicity. And, and that fucking annoying, well, we have to because we're the minority and we're fighting back. Enough with that argument.
Where's Whitey?
Where are the white people at?
The resolution, which was also supported by council members Bernard Parks and council president Herb Wesson, called attention to the recent uproar over comments by KFI, talk show host John and Ken there. John and Ken were suspended after they called the late pop singer Whitney Houston a cracko 3 days after her death in February. You fucking dopes. It was it was meant to entertain and maybe make some people laugh.
And who cares if they think she was a cracko? She was fucking known for ruining her career from getting high. Everybody knew she was fucking partying. And so what? You address it improperly?
Yep.
The problem is that she was doing dope all these years and she fucking wrecked her career, stupids.
And when people say cracko, it's almost cartoonish, too. It really is.
That word cracko.
Cracko's been around forever.
And say ho, unless you're black or a black woman, like a fucking, what we can call her place, her production company, One Ho Productions, because she's black and it's acceptable.
Wait, she did?
Yes!
Holy fuck,
One Ho
I did
Productions.
not know that.
Of course.
Yeah.
That was her production company or the name of her. Yes.
The hypocrisy.
It's
Because I was going
embarrassing.
to go with members of the Black Media Alliance. They're involved here, right?
Oh, yeah, of course.
Are they paying attention to what's on the rap channels out there in LA? And obviously they should be allowed to play whatever fucking music they want, as long as it doesn't, break any FCC regulations. So they're going to ignore that, where the word "hoe" is used left and right in song.
Yeah.
Yep.
Fucking dopes.
Sure.
The
Dopes.
hypocrisy there is crazy. It's infuriating.
And they fucked with rap, too. They've gone after rap, and Sharpton's gone after rap.
Yeah, but it goes away.
But it does go away.
Because they know how powerful and how much money that brings in. They're not going to get anywhere with that shit. But they're going to get to some of these radio companies that are going to be scared. Scared. The proposal cites a long history of racially offensive comments as well as deplorable sexist remarks. Really, where? Where's the long history? Every once in a while, one pops up. And it's justified every time in my head.
And who's really listening that gets outraged?
But the free market, wouldn't that determine that nobody listens to them because they don't like those remarks?
Yeah.
So if those remarks are being seen as funny by people and resonating with people, then why shouldn't they be allowed?
Right.
If those remarks are obviously getting ratings...
Yeah.
And you're not calling on someone to go out and commit violent acts or to commit a rape, then why would you, in a diverse society, want to remove that opinion instead of just offering an alternate opinion?
Get rid of it.
That's the free market at work.
Certainly don't use the word diversity.
No.
Certainly don't use it.
It's the opposite of diversity.
The proposal cites a long history, remarks particularly towards women in Black, Latino, and Asian communities. Add KFI 640 and calls for parent company Clear Channel to hire a more diverse workforce to offset the trend.
That's it. Mob tactics.
It's just trying to get more people hired. That's bullshit. It's phony outrage. But I hope the phones are lighting up, by the way, with the same people that called about how it was fucking the free market at work.
No one
So
cares.
I would like to know where you guys are that made that dumb argument because you hate Rush.
You'll be all over Twitter later. Why don't you call us right now?
Yeah.
It is easy to become desensitized to what other groups find intolerable, which ultimately fosters an environment where negative comments can go unchecked and corporate guidelines and policies are no longer being enforced.
Enforced. They say it fucking fosters an environment where. That's the fucking phrase that segues them from we don't like it into this is why it can't be allowed. Because you can't just say, I don't like it, it can't be allowed. That's fucking too revealing, too self-centered.
Yes.
So you have to connect those things, and that's the fucking shitty little verbal segue. Because it fosters an environment in which, and then you can go anywhere you want with it.
Will this be passed?
Probably not, because it's way too arbitrary, and it's way too up for interpretation, just like pornography is. But in Canada, they do have it.
Right.
Their fucking free speech up there on the radio is despicable.
But I'd like to think that our First Amendment is a little better than Canada's as far as their freedom of speech goes. It's very difficult to legislate against
It used to be
freedom
a
of
lot
speech.
better.
Oh, I know.
We've lost a lot of ground.
I know.
The First Amendment in this country.
I know. We have. It's...
Jan Perry's, of course, the Democrat.
Ridiculous.
Of course she is.
Of course. The Democrats, say what you want. The Republicans are awful with this fucking religion thing
They stink.
and the sex stuff and wanting to save the children as far as, for them hearing something dirty. But the Democrats and liberals are so fucked when it comes to political correctness. And, saying things about sexuality and race and... things they find homophobic or racist. It's people's opinions. Last night I was in a little Twitter battle with none other than Black Earl was getting involved too about this situation in Florida with the Trayvon. It was Trayvon.
Yeah,
Trayvon. And I was offering up my opinions. I wasn't being offensive. I was just debating people in a civil manner in 140 characters. And apparently, people thought I was going to get in trouble.
For what?
They're like, "What exactly? For what? For even talking, for being white, and even discussing race."
The problem with the Trayvon situation is not what happened, because I think that that guy was fucking terrible to shoot him. And was wrong to shoot him, from what I've heard.
From what I've heard.
It's the way the media... My only issue is the way the media paints it. That's the only issue I have. Not with the fucking... I understand people being outraged about it. The guy really is walking home. And apparently there's a phone call with his girlfriend where she was telling him just run. Like, he really wasn't doing anything. So I understand the outrage from people who are in that situation. It's only the way the media covers it that makes me sick.
But now I've heard reports that he was being beat up by Trayvon.
Okay, I didn't know that.
Like this is here, and here's the deal.
But then again, 911 did tell him stop following the guy.
But here's what it is. 911 cannot dictate to you what you do. They could suggest things,
Right, sure.
but once, like I was saying, 911 said that he shouldn't have done this. It's like in self-defense cases, and I'm not saying this is self-defense. I don't know what the circumstances were, but they can't tell you what to do. You have to be the judge of what you feel is best for you to do. Now, they're saying that he wasn't arrested, and that's where the outrage comes from, which I think is bullshit. If they did arrest him, there would still be outrage that this guy was killed. But they didn't arrest him because the cops can't do a full investigation on the scene. They see it as a self-defense case. It's presented as one. Until the grand jury gets all this evidence, which I think they will, and I think they will indict this guy.
Yeah, I think so.
I really think they're going to indict this guy, and he's going to stand trial for this. So calm down. Fucking relax. It's in the public eye. You're all outraged. But my point last night that no one was getting is not the fact that this happened. It's wrong. I agree it's wrong. I agree. If this kid was walking through the neighborhood and some guy shot him for no fucking reason, yeah, the guy should go to jail. They should investigate it. It should go to trial. The guy should go to jail. But here's the problem. There's such outrage when something like this happens. Yet 10 10 people were shot, were killed. 40 people were shot over the weekend in Chicago. 40 fucking people. 10 killed. One a 6-year-old. Was killed. Another young child was wounded in that 40 shootings in Chicago. So calling this out and making such a big deal of it is like trying to plug a leak in a pipe when a tsunami is coming. It doesn't. They put more emphasis on the rare case of when it's not black on black crime. Yet the black on black crime is so rampant that should be addressed more.
But what is it like? This is what I'm wondering. Like the way they paint it and the way they show it, it's almost like what is happening what need is that serving? Because the media again is predominantly white. So what is the self-flagellation doing? Not that it shouldn't be talked about for what it is.
I don't understand it.
But there's something happening like literally we played that Kansas City report where the black kid set the white kid on fire and called him something, and in the Kansas City report they edited out what they said to him.
Right.
They edited out the fact they didn't mention the race. Like, I don't understand what is behind that. Is it because is that the privilege of the ruling class to scold yourself? Does that mean that white people are still really in charge and doing well? When you spank yourself in front of everybody, or you only spank other people that you deem the responsible ruling class, is that a subtle form of dominance?
Right.
I don't understand what it is. It couldn't be. People couldn't be that stupid.
I don't know what the motive is there.
I think it's elitism. I think it's elitism from white people who don't even realize that they're fucking racist, and they don't even realize that they feel better than blacks, and they feel like they're smarter, and they feel like blacks need them. Like, I think that racism is really subtle and really fucking ugly.
I think it's more dangerous than blatant racism. Jesus Christ, at least blatant racism, you know it's there and you can see it. I was reading another story last night. Apparently, a couple of black guys beat the shit out of a cab driver as they were yelling racial epithets at the cab driver. The prosecutor deemed it was not a hate crime and then said, just because racial epithets are used during an assault does not necessarily make it a hate crime. Now, Fat Nick, remember Fat Nick?
Of course.
He's still in prison for nothing more than beating a guy and yelling racial epithets. That's all he did, yet that was considered a hate crime. But when black people do it and yell racial epithets, for some reason it's not considered a hate crime.
So what is it? Like, I know that, and everybody sees that. What is it? What need is that serving? Because people are doing it all over. It's unspoken.
Oh, yeah.
They don't sit down and talk about this. Like, I just cannot. Is it because they don't want to acknowledge that fucking black people are really do have? It's almost like white people don't want to acknowledge animosity towards them by black people. It's like it almost makes you feel too guilty, or too wrong to acknowledge the fact that black people are fucking. I don't
think they
have
wanna-
racial animosity towards whites.
I don't think they want to be called out on it. I think in recent years, because the news used to report the race all the time. It described as a black male and blah. But now I think the news sees that they just want to avoid problems. If they present it and tell the race of the perpetrator, that particular group is going to come forward and go, "Why are you doing this? Why are you doing?" And they use thug tactics to keep the media from saying certain things.
But it's everywhere, and it's every single media outlet. I think it's deeper than that. It's almost like, you know how they say, like, you know, all these generations of black people, like, you're still feeling the effects of slavery and all that shit. Like, you know, like, but I mean, like, or you know,
I've heard it.
You know,
I don't believe it, but I've heard it.
About being mistreated for all those years.
Right.
It's like a generational thing. That's what this feels like. It's this weird fucking mentality that white people. Besides missing Patrice because I loved him so much. I miss his brilliant takes on, and he said it. I never met a racist. Why is nobody admits to having any racial feelings at all? So they're not going to admit and acknowledge what's going on in the mentality. But I really think it is fucking people feeling like parents and scolding other people that they see as equals. They won't scold somebody they see as lesser than, and they won't equally criticize somebody they see as lesser
Do
than.
they feel like it's beating up on the person that can't defend themselves?
It is, you intellectually feel much more compelled to address another adult a certain way. Like the way we talk to each other is a lot different than the way Opie's going to talk to his son because that's a child.
Right.
And it's a very subtle form of feeling racially superior or feeling better than.
You might be onto something, Jimmy.
Yeah.
It's been driving me nuts for a long time.
Oh,
It is really, it's really confusing.
It's so hard to figure out where it comes from.
And it's not saying that blacks are not punished by the penal system. Believe me, I get it. They're treated like shit in a lot of cases. I'm not saying that it's unfair they're not arrested. I'm only talking about the way it's reported and talked about in the press. That's it. Or the police. I'm sorry, caller.
No. I'm just trying to go through them because they still want to talk about the L.A. council thing.
That's all part of this. That's all part of this.
It really is. Yeah, this whole thing is. It all comes together.
Let's say hi to Joe in Fort Worth. Joe.
Hey, man.
Hey.
Jimmy, I was gonna let you know. They said they pointed out how that guy said "fucking coon" on the 911 tape, and it was just proving your point. How they bring that out?
He said. He said what, buddy?
Well, if you have you heard the 911 tape?
I know I have not.
The Zimmerman called in and he said, under his breath, he said "fucking coon."
Coon?
They pointed that out in the media. They out everything.
I didn't hear that. I mean, and again, it's not to say that this is not a national story and that this fucking kid walking home should. Cause I don't believe that the kid just charged him with the guy pulled a pistol on him. I mean,
Yeah.
Because the girlfriend said that he sounded scared and like.
Yeah, this guy again. The facts will come out, and I think he will be indicted, and leave it at that. But we don't see the same thing happening in other circumstances. I posted probably 5 or 6 news stories that no one heard about that were black on white crimes that were fucking heinous, innocent white people. It wasn't drug related or some kind of thing that where they knew the person. Just innocent people that happen to be white and the perpetrators happen to be black, but you just never hear about it.
Right.
It's not reported as race crimes. Right. The race isn't reported of the person. And the first thing that this story was here you have a young black man who was just guilty of being black and he was shot and killed. You don't have like, hey, here's the white couple who are being fucking killed and the woman's being raped because they're white.
Why is that? What is it that?
Why?
We're not going to answer that today.
No,
so.
and again, a part of it is I think that what I said. It's the rule, and it's also again, it's part of that subtle racism. They deep down expect that from blacks. They expect it. So when it happens, they don't think it's newsworthy. It's almost like, well, you don't report when someone does what you know they're going to do. But it's almost like there is this shock that other whites can behave this way. It's a really subtle form of feeling better than.
What were some of the examples at?
Oh my God, the crimes?
Yeah, you got some details on that.
Just basic rapes.
Right,
And I love a good. Yeah.
You're good. Sorry.
Two guys killed
two black guys.
Yeah, two black guys killed a white guy that was a good Samaritan helping a woman during a carjacking.
Okay.
You know, she was being carjacked, and he stepped in and tried to help, and they just fucking shot him.
And that's not on the news.
No, none of this was on the news.
Not to the same extent of this.
No,
as
it's
this
just
incident.
it's never seen.
What else? Give me
as
another
a
one.
race thing.
These are all recent stories.
College student, girl, beautiful, fucking nice, blonde, fucking beautiful girl, raped and murdered by a black guy. I mean, it just now. People are saying, why are you bringing race into it? It's a crime. Why are you bringing race? I'm bringing race into it because people bring race into it when it's the other way around.
Now they do. That's like a rape is a rape, but if it's
can I quote you on that?
But if it's in reverse, they do bring it. Why are they more comfortable writing it that way? And that's all it is. It's fucking. It's people who are just more comfortable. I really think they're afraid of saying they never talk like we have with Patrice Commander all the times I fucking argue with Keith Robinson and he's an adamant fucking jackass. But we are so honest with each other.
Right.
I'm not always right, but I always listen to those guys and I always voice my opinion.
Because white people are the only ones that could be racist.
Yeah, that
a lot
seems
of people
to
really
be-
think that. I remember growing up thinking that too. Matter of fact,
That really seems
So it's
to
around
be.
me in such a way where I'm like, oh, only white people could be racist. And
Yeah.
then you get a little older and you've been around the world a little bit and you realize, holy fuck, everyone has racism in their fucking blood.
How about that story where it was the white guy and the black woman? They were married.
The Marine couple?
The Marine
Yes.
couple. And black guys came in, raped the fuck out of her, killed both of them. Killed both of them.
Tried
and
to
it
set
was-
her on fire. They tried to burn her. Right. They tried to fucking burn her, but they couldn't get the material
Right.
right, so they killed her.
It was completely based on the fact that she was with a white guy.
Yep.
I mean that was it, but that was never really addressed. They said a robbery gone fucking wrong.
Yeah.
Stop it.
Why? Is it fucking guilty white people washing themselves of what they think are their own sins by not acknowledging those feelings towards them?
Now you take it the other way around. White guys come in and kill a black and white couple. It would absolutely be a hate crime, and it was done just because of their race.
And rightly so. Like if you're
Of
gonna have hate
course.
crime legislation, like that's probably when you should
Yeah,
use
yeah.
it.
Yes,
but it's.
I now feel bad that I came in here with my hood up. Fuck.
Ah, see?
That was a bad decision.
Ah, the hoodies.
Awkward.
The Million Hood
Awkward.
Hoodie March last night.
How was it?
I think there were about 999,000 people short.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Are there any black people calling in? Like, I'm interested to hear, like, because when you say this stuff, black people automatically go, "Oh, they show black people in the media all the time." It's like I'm not saying they don't.
No.
I'm not saying that they don't show black criminals, and I'm not saying maybe even disproportionately. I'm only saying that they don't mention racial motivation when it's black on white, and I cannot for the life of me find out why.
Yeah, there's no black people today.
Yeah.
I don't think so.
And the proportion of white on black crime to black on white crime is it's a little skewed.
Maybe that's why
And-
they see it as a rarity. I don't know.
But that's just it. Like so much is focused when the perpetrator is not black and the victim is black. People gets so much attention, and the black community comes out and they're outraged and angered and want justice and want this and that. Meanwhile, like I said, 10 people were killed in Chicago, black on black crime. And, I know the rallies and the marches and everything, but that's bullshit. There's got to be a recognition and outrage to that equals on the, statistically rarer occasion that a white person or somebody that isn't black murders somebody that is black. It's the disproportionate. They're addressing something and being outraged at something where there's like a giant problem here.
But they don't.
How about addressing the big problem?
But the thing, it's the weird blinders. Like they don't ever, because I've written to one reporter about it. I was so aggravated, and they don't acknowledge it. Like they don't know they're doing it almost.
Right.
That's what drives me fucking crazy. It's almost like this unspoken thing, and I've actually questioned myself. Like, am I nuts? Am I fucking crazy that I see this all the time? Because when you talk for a living, you kind of focus on stuff that is speech, or it's whatever you do for a living. You focus on that stuff and how it affects your job. So we watch this stuff as radio guys and as a comic. You see, it's like it's rolling downhill, rolling downhill, and I would notice it on Tough Crowd. The notes I would get, they would always have the same tone or be from the same side of the fence. They would never give a shit when I bashed Christ or Christianity, but if it was Islam, then it was like you began to see this pattern, and Colin feels crazy sometimes. Oh, how was you been? Oh, okay.
Justice Department launches civil rights probe in the Martin death case.
But then again, you know what? Maybe that's the right thing because he wasn't. Maybe that's the right thing to do.
How about waiting for just the criminal? How about just seeing if there are criminal charges here? If he shot this kid without justification before this civil right, and it's to appease. There's so many things that are done to appease people.
They feel like they have to do something now, obviously, because there's so much attention being brought on here.
I don't know.
I think Jimmy's onto something as far as like white people feeling like they're elitist.
Yeah, and they don't know they do though.
No, it's not an obvious thing. Yeah. It's something just that's deep inside you.
I never think it's that deep an issue. I never think it gets that fucking intellectual and deep. I think it's a very surface thing of people just being bullied into not mentioning race.
I think it's more than that.
Jimmy's way a little bit.
Because when you talk to guys, like we had different relationships with guys because they come on the radio, and all the hours I've spent going back and forth, I forget that most people don't have that type of interaction with their friends. Like, I'm not afraid that I'm going to slip and be revealed as a racist ever.
No,
I'm
never.
honestly not.
Never.
Because I know what my interactions are and how I feel and how I'm honest about it.
I hate to say this, but I always felt like I was better off because I was white growing up, and I don't know exactly where that came from.
Well, you're
living in a society that's white dominated. Yeah, of course.
Yeah,
that's smart.
But a lot of people, feel that way coming up. And it wasn't like it wasn't preached to me by my parents by any means. You just kind of had that feeling.
You know what I miss?
And I wonder if that's where a lot of this goes. You know, when you feel the guilt of it, and you're like, okay.
It's the guilt of privilege.
Right. Guilt of privilege is
I'm wondering.
bullshit.
No, I'm wondering, though.
You know
it's
what?
not.
It's all individual. I see it as individual. Like I said many times, growing up, and especially in my late teens and early 20s, I was in a shit circumstance as far as money and jobs and home. I was living in my car. So fuck this white privilege bullshit. I'm not going to fucking eat anyone else's shit because I supposedly come from this privileged race. Fuck you, man. I lived in my car. It's an individual by individual thing.
You're right, but it's the way the country was structured. It's like you can't deny that white people in America, at least up to this point, have enjoyed a much better ride here than fucking blacks. It's an impossibility to deny.
I would absolutely like to know why, and not based on institutional racism that was going on in the country years ago. I mean, there just seems to be a problem. There's a fucking problem here that isn't being addressed.
Let me ask you, though. You never felt just that because you were white, you just felt like you were better off? Even though you had your hard times?
Better off?
I had my hard times, but I always had this feeling like I know I'm better off in this society because I'm white. But I had struggles, too, like yourself.
Yeah.
Did you ever have that feeling like I think I'm better off just because of the color of my skin?
I guess so. Sure. I thought,
and then you have your individual
better
shit
off.
you got to deal with, obviously.
But yeah, which I think it was more important though than feeling like I was better off being white. It didn't get me anything.
No, it wasn't.
Being white never got me anything that I didn't have to fucking work for anyway.
The feeling I had, I could speak for myself. It was just kind of like it was deep down. It wasn't on the surface really. I just always felt that.
Nope.
And it wasn't my parents. It wasn't the schooling. It was just an overall feeling I always had.
There are things, and I only got this from talking to, there's too many guys I know that have had incidences of being stopped and questioned. Like, it happens sometimes and it's reasonable, and sometimes guys are dicks and they get pulled over, but it's happened too many times to guys I know where they were pulled over, like where they probably shouldn't have been, or not just where they were doing something wrong, but where they were like, literally, I was just and too many people I respect have told me the same kind of story about you just get these suspicious stares when you walk into a store. And again, I know what the store owner's argument would be because black people are stealing. But then they would go, yeah, but I'm not stealing. So I walk into like, look at how annoyed this story makes me and you. And how annoying this is from this point of view.
Yeah.
Imagine if it were reversed and it was 19, the fucking, the resentment and the fucking, so it's like there has to be a way to look at it both ways.
I didn't grow up with white man's remorse. It was just a general thing.
No, I'm not saying I don't feel guilty.
Someone's saying that. Yeah, I don't feel guilty.
I'll never feel.
But I'm saying as a society, what is because it's happened. You can't deny it's happening. It's happening all over, and it's never been talked about. And that's why it's got to go deeper than just we're afraid of getting in trouble, because everybody didn't just one day go, oh no, we're going to get in trouble for report. The media wouldn't get in trouble for reporting racial epithets being
not in trouble, but they would get shit from black groups if they consistently, and that's what happened. I remember a lot of black groups in the NAACP came forward and told the news agencies, hey, look, why are you always reporting black people? Why does race have to come into it? And they stopped really reporting the race of the crimes. Unless it was white on black, then it's always reported as some kind of racist event. So,
but I don't think that that's just a surface. Like, we don't want to get yelled at. I think it's way deeper than that.
We got Jay in Cleveland. We're all going to Cleveland. It's official.
Yes, we are. Good.
And I can't wait. Jay, what's going on, buddy?
What's up, Jimmy? I'll see you in Cleveland at your show.
Hello, buddy.
I'm a black guy, and I see it like this: when a black on black crime happens, it's not as reported, or black or white crime happens, it's not as reported because we go, sit back and go, these are how these people act.
And wait, I want to jump in too, and it's not reported because it's not as interesting as well.
Right, it's not, because it's like...
For whatever reason, it's not. It's just not. It doesn't grab the attention like if it's black on white. White on black actually is the number one. Yeah, go ahead. Sorry, Jay.
It looks like, they're just acting up all over again. See, they can't give them anything, and they're just acting up all over again. See, I talked to Anthony about this before. I don't involve myself with all that type of stuff, but when a white on black crime happens, you get to sit back and see, look, white people act bad too. It's not only us, and that's where the media steps in. I'm not saying that it's right. It's happens. And it's sickening. And like in this case with this teenager being shot, there's a second 911 tape out from a neighbor calling 911 with the teenager yelling in the background for help. It goes deeper than just this dude just pulling a gun out.
Right.
He's robbing it.
And can I ask you? Let me just jump into for a second, because there's something interesting. Like when you look at the way the media reports things, and this is from the other side, and there is truth in this. Like, and again, I think Keith Robinson brought this out. It was a joke he was doing years ago. But he goes, like, remember there was a black female soldier missing in Iraq?
Oh, right.
And then fucking, man, when that white girl went missing, that fucking black chick, you didn't hear nothing from her. I still don't know what happened to that chick. Awkward. But there is that.
It was kind of awkward, wasn't it?
Yeah, right. How many times do you hear missing kid cases that are black?
Girl.
I mean, almost never. It's always the beautiful blonde.
Beautiful blonde with the blue eyes.
So there is that shit, too. But that's
Look what we just did. That means we don't think little black girls are beautiful.
But that's,
I'm serious. But that's the media trains us that way. Oh, it's a beautiful blonde girl.
But that's not spoken about. Like, that's not talked about. No one goes, hey, just show the white kids. It's just this thing that happens that comes from some other place.
Yeah.
Right.
I don't know where it's from. I don't know where it's from. I don't know why. Like, I'm just middle of the road black guy. So I get looks from black people and white people because I walk around in cowboy boots and a hat and drag race and off-road and talk about country music, but yet I know...
God, how bad do you want to be white?
Are you a gay hustler?
Jesus.
Oh, jeez.
This guy really wants to be white.
He sounds like fucking John Voight in Midnight Cowboy.
What the hell, dude?
What else? Do you let guys blow you in bookstores?
I was listening to y'all and Jim Florentine the other day, pissed off I couldn't get through the phone because every time y'all talk about hip-hop, y'all misrepresent it. Y'all are the whitest...
Oh, we were fucking around, dude.
I didn't misrepresent hip-hop. I actually like hip-hop.
Yeah, those were all just dumb jokes. We're just fucking around.
The hip-hop.
All right, Jay, thank you. We'll see you in Cleveland, all right? Hey, I don't know how long it is, but Louis C.K. has a great bit on being white.
Oh, yes, he does.
Can you look that up real fast? Maybe we go to break with that, and then we get Bob Kelly in here. It's called "I Enjoy Being White," I think. Off Chewed Up, right?
I don't know.
I think that's where I heard it. You got there real fast, D-Rock? I should have gave you a secret message.
But another the little side note on this whole thing is the fact that people were actually saying, "Are you afraid that you're going to get in trouble or fired for your tweets?" And I was saying nothing. I wasn't being offensive. But there is actually a fear when people read honest, open racial discussions that someone's going to get fucked. It's amazing. You can't just discuss this anymore.
I was following your timeline last night, and I was amazed at that. Because then I'm like, I saw one tweet where someone said, "Are you worried about being fired for what you're tweeting?" So I quickly went to your page. And I'm like, what the fuck is he saying? And then I'm reading all your tweets. I'm like, he's not saying anything crazy.
It's just
here.
open
So why is that guy
discussion
thinking
on
that?
race.
And it was more than one.
Yeah.
person.
It was more than one person. They're like, oh boy.
And somebody twittered something interesting too. She's right. Casey Anthony would not have gotten all that media attention if her and her daughter had been black.
Right.
She's right.
I agree.
But see, that's what I'm like. That subtle form of that's the same fucking thing. That mentality is the same thing as what's causing this to happen.
I think it is a subtle thing. I really, I think you hit home.
I'm kind of agreeing with you on this now.
Because they're not thinking of getting in trouble when they much more stress the white people victims in those cases.
I was much older when I realized that all groups could be racist. I was stupid, but I think there's a lot of white people that thought they were the only ones that could be racist. That only white people could be racist.
I've seen blatant racism that people, on in other ethnic groups.
Know who turned me on to? It was Anthony Kiedis, of all people. We were interviewing him up in Worcester, I guess.
Worcester?
Because I think they were playing the Worcester Centrum.
The Centrum.
Oh, no. Whatever. It doesn't matter where they were. And we were interviewing him, and he said, I believe all people have a little racism in them and a bit of hypocrisy.
Yeah.
And a light bulb went off in my head. I'm like, holy fuck, I never thought of it that way.
Yeah.
But I think he's absolutely right. Even Reverend Al.
Oh, boy.
Especially Reverend Al.
Especially Reverend Al.
Especially.
I say it like that because the average person would look at his bullshit and think,
Someone showed me
he can't possibly be racist. No. But of course, especially is
someone showed me a PSA with Reverend Al, and it was to be
blueberry pies.
No, it wasn't the blueberry pie one. It was to be nice to gay people. To not
call them faggots and homos like he's done?
Exactly.
Did he mention that?
No.
Oh.
Of course not. But he's there like,
is this a new promo?
We must be tolerant. Yeah.
No, why? Because those clips are getting out there finally.
Of course they are. But it's him. It's a bunch of people. Like it's a montage of people talking about being tolerant.
But you know what? Let me say this. Fuck the gay groups, too. Because why are they not fucking... Where are you guys all over Sharpton?
Yes.
Where are you fucking phonies? Where's Glad and all these groups all over Sharpton for having the position he has now and having said all those horrible things?
Why fight somebody that will probably fight back, that has other people that will defend him, when you could just go after people that buckle right under?
Reverend Al understands that white guilt.
Oh, boy.
He gets that white guilt. He uses that to his advantage.
The blueberry pie guilt, I call it.
Sure.
Yeah.
Louis C.K., this is a great little bit as we go to break, and Bob Kelly will join us next, who is going to be at Governor's this weekend, I think.
Is he in Long Island?
I think so. I think that's what he's promoting today. And we'll talk about the jizz trees with Bobby, because I was walking around New York.
Blooming.
They're blooming, and all I think of is Bob Kelly and the jizz trees.
The jizz trees, dude. Boom, you got your cum smell, you got your flowers.
Remember I cupped him and held him under his nose, how sick he got?
I got that video. I'll repost it today on my Twitter. It's worth watching. But first, Louis C.K., being white.
Sorry I'm being so negative. I'm a bummer. I don't know. I shouldn't be. I'm a very, lucky guy. I got a lot going for me. I'm healthy. I'm relatively young. I'm white, which thank God for that shit, boy. That is a huge leg up. Are you kidding me? Oh, God, I love being white. I really do. Seriously, if you're not white, you're missing out, because this shit is thoroughly good. But let me be clear, by the way. I'm not saying that white people are better. I'm saying that being white is clearly better. Who could even argue? If it was an option, I would re-up every year. Oh, yeah, I'll take white again. Absolutely. I've been enjoying that. I'm going to stick with white. Thank you. Here's how great it is to be white. I could get in a time machine and go to any time, and it would be fucking awesome when I get there.
That is exclusively a white privilege. Black people can't fuck with time machines. A black guy in a time machine is like, hey, anything before 1980? No, thank you. I don't want to go. But I can go to any time. The year 2? I don't even know what's happening then. But I know when I get there, welcome, we have a table right here for you, sir. Oh, thank you. Oh, it's lovely here in the year 2. I can go to any time. In the past, I don't want to go to the future and find out what happens to white people because we're going to pay hard for this shit. You got to know that. We're not going to just fall from number 1 to 2. They're going to hold us down and fuck us in the ass forever. And we totally deserve it. But for now, whee! Now, if you're white and you don't admit that it's great, you're an asshole. It is great. And I'm a man. How many advantages could one person have? I'm a white man. You can't even hurt my feelings. What can you really call a white man that really digs deep? Hey, cracker. Oh, ruined my day. Boy, shouldn't have called me a cracker. Bringing me back to owning land and people. What a drag.
This is the Opie and Anthony Show. On Sirius XM.
You know how you can tell how pretty a white woman is? The value, you look at her and then you wonder how long they would look for if she was missing. Come on, take a look. Take a look. Look at this nigga. Look. Ooh. I saw you look mad, sweetie. How long, if you was missing, how long you think they were? Exact. She went. You know the deal. I ain't saying nothing wrong. White woman's life is valuable. What's his name? Joran Vandersloot? Right? We find out he was a serial killer. Man, he kills women. That's what he do. He do it well. You know what I mean? We know the girl that he supposedly had, what's the girl in Aruba? Natalie Holloway, right? But the one, he just killed a girl in Peru. What's her name? Exactly. Look how fast you said Natalie. You said Natalie. Natalie Holloway, that angel. Y'all said that like Family Feud. All right, name a white girl been missing for 5 years in Aruba. Natalie Holloway. Survey says. Name a Peruvian girl that was killed yesterday.
The brilliance of Patrice O'Neill.
Yes.
Oh, I miss him so much.
That's not the bit I was thinking of, but that's a brilliant example.
Oh, yeah, of course.
Yeah.
Kind of what we were discussing before the break, right?
Missed that guy.
Bob Kelly in studio playing the Brokerage out on Long Island all weekend long, Friday and Saturday night.
I think I'm going Saturday.
Get out.
Yeah, we are, yeah.
Really?
Yeah.
This is the first time you've ever seen me.
Danny, Keith the Cop.
Right?
No, I saw you during the fucking Virus Tour shit.
Oh, I mean, but like this is the first show, my show you've ever been to.
Ooh, my
the first
show.
hour show.
I'm fucking with you, Bob. Yeah, I'm pretty sure.
Bobby's amazing. You haven't seen a full Bob Kelly set yet, Ant? Is that what you're saying?
No, I haven't.
Cut to Anthony going, this is bullshit. Fucking just walking out.
No, Bobby is great, man. Brokerage this weekend. Good for you.
Yeah, gonna be fun. I gotta bring something up real quick. I have to re-up for my pistol permit, right?
Uh-huh.
It's every 2 years. I think it's 3 years now, but it's 2 years since I got it. And believe me, it's so much fun. There's the New York State one, and then there's the New York City one. They're completely separate. New York State one is not valid in New York City. You need a New York State one, and then you can get a New York City one. That's how fucked this is. Let me. I just got my letter here of what I need, not to get a new one, to re-up in the city to exercise my Second Amendment fucking right. And this is what I need.
Don't they have all this stuff you're about to?
Exactly.
They should have all this already.
But no, they
from when you originally went for your
they
license.
might. Nothing's changed.
Okay.
But here's some of the stuff I need. And this isn't even a complete list. Renewal application, which is 10 pages long. Must be typed. Typed? Yes.
Who types?
Exactly.
Actually, like you have to find a typewriter?
Yeah.
There's only 4 left, you know.
I know.
There's only 4 typewriters left.
Can't you type it on a computer?
You might be able to.
Yeah.
They could. Yeah. Something like that. How about letter of necessity?
What does that mean?
That means, hey, you can't just exercise your Second Amendment right. You need a reason.
Oh, okay, sure.
To be able to do that.
But you have to write that? Or you have to get it from somebody else? That's
I'll
what
write it for you.
A security assessment has to be made.
See, this is why I go illegal, man. It's so much
Jesus.
easier.
Isn't
Norton
it?
said he'd write it
Holy
for you.
fuck. You just go illegal,
yeah.
Bobby.
My friend has the most fuckable bottom in town.
and by the way, you go illegal in New York City,
so easy.
Absolute guarantee 2 years in prison.
But it's better.
That's it.
It's easier that way, man.
Oh, it's so much easier to get fucking the ass in prison.
You go uptown, they open up the hood of a car.
Yeah.
Trunk of a
Great.
car. Even better.
Letter of necessity.
Oops.
2 passport-type color photographs of yourself. Money order or credit authorization for renewal fee in the amount of $340. Carbon duplicate of your license included in the renewal package. Signed affirmation of familiarity with rules and law. Safeguardian acknowledgement must be witnessed by third party. That means, hey, who's going to take your guns if something happens?
Yeah, I'll take it.
Cohabitant affidavit signed by all persons residing with you, and their signature must be notarized. Copy of the first page of U.S. passport in color. Copy of your Social Security card in color. Copy of your current driver's license in color. Copy of your current business carry license, front and back in color. Copy of other license, permits, certificates you possess that are required of you or your business for New York State, color. Copy of your residential phone bill showing your name and address. Copy of New York State business telephone bill showing name of business and address. Copy of first page of New York State workers' comp policy showing current and active coverage. Copy of first page of any New York State insurance policies that are required for you to run a business in New York State. Letter from your business bank reflecting knowledge of an active business account with your business name, address, account number.
What?
Oh, yeah.
Are you almost
Copy
done?
of last
Are you almost
3
done? 'Cause I'm-
months business bank statements. Copy of completed
getting an
federal
anxiety
tax
attack.
return for 2011.
Why the fuck did I need your fucking business
Because
banking?
they don't want you to have a fucking pistol license.
So they make it
do
as hard
this
as
so you
possible.
go, fuck it, and give up. It's my Second Amendment right, and I have to do all this. So fuck anybody that goes, well, there should be some system in place that keeps people from, anyone from buying a gun. Fuck you.
Are you almost done?
This is a pain in the ass.
I'm hoping
I'm
not,
done.
by the
I'm
way.
done. And,
that
and
was it? Okay. That doesn't seem like a lot.
that, by the way, is just for my New York City. My state, which is renewing, I also have to go through hoops for that one before I could even submit for this one.
Is it every 2 years?
Yeah, 3 years now.
Oof.
But it's like, why the fuck does an American have to go through that shit? Believe me, there's quicker ways to find out if I'm okay. If I've been okay for 2 years.
Sure.
Since
Read your
I've had
Twitter.
it. Exactly. Read my Twitter. Exactly. That's a good way to get around it.
Thank God they're not asking for that.
Fucking paperwork.
We want your Twitter feed, buddy.
Oh,
But
red flag.
I wasn't exaggerating. I didn't put in anything there that wasn't in that you're
amazing.
required to have. It's ludicrous. It's anti. It's against the Constitution. And it just shouldn't be.
Mm-hmm.
It should not fucking be.
But Texas, you can walk into the Walmart and come out with a shotgun. You have to show up with a hat.
Yeah.
Stop.
You can.
Will you stop?
But New York City, they try to, and especially people like Bloomberg, try to make it sound like they do these things. They put these things in place to keep guns out of the hands of crazy people. It's overkill.
They're saying you have to submit more documentation for a pistol permit than for a mortgage.
Yes, of
mortgage
course.
is pretty rough
Of
too,
course.
though, man.
Then
When
again,
you
nobody
fucking-
ever threw a house at somebody in anger.
How about a driver's license? It's so much easier to get a driver's license, and people get killed on the roads. Thousands of people a year, and that isn't a right. It's a privilege.
Cars are weapons, man. Yeah, nobody ever hid their car in their pocket and robbed somebody with it.
Oh God! And then Jimmy does this fucking laugh. He's opening his. He's doing like
good
a
for
Norman
radio.
Fell thing.
You know, and in a weird way, it makes me feel good. It's not going to deter you, obviously.
Why does it make you feel good? Because the bad people aren't going to do that. They're just buying illegal guns and shooting people.
Oh
with
yeah,
it.
that's right. I forgot about that
The
part.
people that want to defend against that have to go through so many hoops that they say fuck it, and you're left as fucking victims out there.
It makes me feel good that it's not as easy as people think it is to get a pistol.
Yeah, well,
that's what
you
I
know
mean.
what?
I guess.
You know what? Do whatever
'Cause they make
fucking
it sound
background check
Well, the media
you want to
makes
do
it
on
sound
me.
like it's all willy nilly. It's pretty damn easy just to get a fucking pistol.
By the way, I don't own a Social Security card. I haven't since I was a kid.
Oh,
I know
boy.
my number.
You're
I know the Social
illegal?
Security number.
What is it? Illegal?
I'm
kidding.
It's fine. No, I know the number, but I haven't had the actual card since I lived in California.
How many digits?
Now I need to get a fucking card.
How many digits? We want to try to figure out how old you really are.
Oh, it's only 5.
It's only 5?
Yeah, I have a Social Security card with only 5
Yeah, his
digits.
Social Security number's 2.
I get it. He goes. He's doing it again.
Will you
It's
stop?
great for radio.
He keeps touching me, though. He keeps
I know.
grabbing me.
He leans over and hits you and puts his big Norman Fell smile on.
It's like hanging out with a baby orangutan. Stop touching me.
I'm just monkeying around.
Oh, God.
Oh,
Who
boy.
is this? Stop it.
And your list gave me anxiety, and I don't get anxiety.
It's
because I
crazy.
hate filling out forms to begin with.
Yeah, just get
and they know
married.
that.
If you get married, all the forms go away.
Yeah.
Yeah, you just fucking fill this shit out.
Fill this out. You
Taking
the
a
thing
nap.
Is, you can't with this. You have to do it all yourself.
You don't have to do all that yourself.
No,
you can
a
have
lot
somebody
of,
do it.
No, I have somebody that prepares these things, but
Right.
I have to get all the stuff. And by the way, the preparer gets a few $1,000s. $1,000.
Why can't you prepare? I can do that. I'll do it for you in 20 minutes. Bing, boom,
You
bang.
know what? It's political. It's a political.
Wait,
thing.
it's a small business.
It's almost like
it's a
having
small business for some guy.
Yeah,
you
it's almost
hire
like
these guys to
it's
get
almost
all
like
the
going.
info?
It's almost like going to
Yeah.
court with an attorney or without one. Like the
Yeah.
attorney talks to the DA and like figures shit out. That's what you need.
So, what? Can I ask you a question? If something's messed up, are you fucked? Like, if he messes up one thing, is it all fucked and you have to do it all over again?
Yes,
I'm sure.
And if it's fucked, and then you go over the expiration date for the license, you don't go for a renewal. Now you have to go all the way and do it again, and have the 6-month wait and everything else to get the license. It all of a sudden becomes a brand new thing.
It's actually cheaper just to commute down there from Texas.
Oh boy! Oh God, he's doing it again.
I can't stand
Bobby
it.
keeps moving over because Jimmy's just leaning and hitting him.
Why don't you just get a knife? Just get a nice hot knife.
You know what? You can't
Knives
even
are
carry
good.
that in New York.
Yeah, you can.
No.
You're not going to get 2 years in jail for a knife.
Well, you know.
That's right.
Just say that you're a banana
Just tell
cutter.
me, just tell me your name is Mac.
Mac the knife. Oh boy, there he goes again.
I don't like it.
Bobby's
I don't like
horrified by this.
I don't like
this
it.
Jimmy bit.
I don't fucking like it.
I'm just leaning silently, hitting him with my hand like I want him to laugh.
You're way over there now, Bobby.
Yeah, because Danny,
Danny.
doesn't touch me.
He's been touching you too.
Look,
I don't care about
I understand. There's a lot of people saying it's easy to get a permit in Alabama. It's easy. I know you don't have to call with that. I know how easy it is in other places
Yeah, 'cause
to get
nobody
this.
wants to live there.
Yeah, I'm saying New York City is. They try to make it sound like it's. Like you shouldn't have a gun, and people that can get a gun should go through more. There should be more stricter controls.
Absolutely.
It's please. What could be more fucking strict? Piss test, DNA, fucking.
That's right.
Jizz. I don't know. It just to me, it's overkill on doing a background check. They just do it to weed out people that don't have the energy to fucking do it.
Yeah, but you
It's
don't
your
think it's right,
motherfucker.
You don't think it's right for Manhattan to be to be that aggressive?
Why?
Because then, if it was easier to get a gun in Manhattan, a lot more people would have guns in the city of Manhattan.
Is that a problem?
Well, when the Constitution was written, there wasn't this amount of people.
Oh, it doesn't
Yeah,
matter.
it has to be interpreted.
No, it
I don't,
doesn't.
Like, because you're a responsible guy. You're the guy I want owning
Yeah,
a gun.
they had muskets.
Thank you,
because you're
sir.
willing to do all this stuff.
We're not talking about you.
And your shit's in order, and you're qualified, and you tested. So even though it's really annoying, that system guarantees that a guy like you can get one. And a guy like you should have one because there's a reason for it.
Let's settle down about a guy like him. Have you been to one of his parties when he's rolling around in boxer
by that
shorts?
I mean homosexual.
Fucking wet with a gun in a hot tub. Bobby! He's like fucking Scarface. Yeah. Everybody's ducking every time
He's making us put on blackface and he's chasing us around the yard.
Yeah, I'm all saying.
What are we doing here?
Yeah.
What are we doing? We've all seen that.
Let's not put Anthony up on a pedestal yet. Okay.
Come on,
He's okay, but he's not
safe.
Yeah, put him under the pedestal so his head gets all crushed, right, Bobo?
Oh God, Bobo, right, Bobo, and now he's doing the arm thing. Poor Bobby.
I just hate. There's a new one too.
Yeah,
I hate the new.
Yeah, the new one
Chip
sucks. Where he
Chip
just opens his
Dickerson.
mouth.
Oh yeah, Chippy Dickerson.
Oh
God,
it's a country chip. Y'all.
Yeah, see y'all doing with your cowboy hats, y'all.
I don't like that at all. I don't like that one at all. This is terrible.
I'm gonna eat me some True Grit or something like John Wayne
that's
movies, y'all.
horrible. That is awful.
I hate it. I hate everything.
Yikes.
So,
yeah, I think when people bring up that thing, you just brought it up too. Well, it was muskets back then, and now there's weapons that. Here's my point on that. The First Amendment. What should we only have little scrolls to read and fucking face-to-face conversations? Well, the First Amendment never considered Twitter. Oh, well, so because there's modern technology now involved in freedom of speech, we should throw away the First Amendment? Fuck that. Yeah, they advanced as far as firearms go. Good. We should still be allowed to have, and again, should we have flamethrowers and grenades? No, we're not allowed to. So, fine. I'm fine with that.
And more importantly, Ant, we got a guy. We got two guys.
Here's a guy.
Here's a guy. It's easier to get a hazmat license to haul 8,000, it looks like, or 80. 80,000 pounds of deadly chemicals. One page.
Yes.
One page.
One page.
And then you got to hear what this guy had to do to renew his permit. Re-upped his permit.
Oh,
Steve in
PA? Yeah, Pennsylvania.
Listen to this. Go ahead, Steve.
Yeah.
Yes.
Boys. Yeah, and hey, now for nothing, I just re-upped my PA full carry, and it cost me $12 and a photocopy of my driver's license.
Yeah, I have.
Is that really it for Pennsylvania?
I have a full carry Pennsylvania license.
And that's all
I'm
it
allowed.
takes?
A non-resident is allowed to get a Pennsylvania full carry license.
What are you doing in Pennsylvania?
It's legit in like 20 other states also.
What are you doing there?
It's reciprocal.
Oh, that's why?
Yeah. So I was like, all right, I'll get that, and that way I could carry in various other
can
states
move around
if
a little
need
bit.
be.
Mhm.
Yeah.
That's
Yeah,
all this guy
it's
needed,
easy.
though.
you fly with your gun?
No, you're not allowed to fly. You can pack it in your luggage,
But it's up to
separate
the
from
captain,
ammo.
right?
No, you could. You have to meet with the TSA and let them know that you have a gun packed in your checked luggage. You know, obviously not carry on.
Right.
And then you can fly it to a state that reciprocates, that identifies your license and accepts your out-of-state license for them. New York is accepted by a few states. New York accepts no other state's license. So if you have a license in any of the 50 fucking states in the union, you're not allowed to come into New York with your license and your fucking gun.
There was just
Not
a
allowed.
story about
2 years.
some woman who she was in
Oh, yeah,
med
we've
school.
talked about it.
Yeah.
She
And
got
she
fucked.
went to go check her gun
Yeah,
downtown.
she was trying to do the right thing,
Yeah.
too, and they fucked her.
Nothing's
anyway.
going to happen to her. No jail.
No,
or
they-
the Marine.
but still.
He's fine too.
But they had to, get arrested. They were fucking arrested.
But here's the thing: was she actually doing the right thing? Because she should have, before her trip, should have checked the New York
Right.
laws.
She should have never brought it into New York. You're
you
right.
know, while I do think
Yeah,
that
I
it's a
guess you're right
ridiculous
on that.
situation,
Yeah.
she should have really been the responsible party to go and actually go and see if it was legal for her to bring it into the state in the first place.
We need a national fucking permit. A national permit where you're able to do it. They do a background check on you, and you get your fucking gun, and you get your license, and you're able to go to any fucking state in the union.
I got one because I'm a marshal.
No, you're not. Chip, you're not.
If I had a gun, I'd fucking use it. I get that angry.
Yeah.
But if I would,
would you really?
I'd probably fire it in
Would
the
you be-
air like a
Why?
fucking Iraqi.
Why?
At the end of a good set at the brokerage this weekend. Come on, bang, 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 bang.
Boom, boom, yeehaw.
How great! You know you'd love to do that.
It's great responsibility.
Yes,
What, you
it's
go to the
huge.
range. You go to the range and you fucking.
Have you ever been in the car with Norton in traffic?
Oh yeah.
If he had a
I'm
gun,
terrible in
do you?
traffic.
If you knew he had a gun, I'd get out. I'd fucking. I'm scared.
If I had a gun, I'd put you out.
I'm scared with Norton, his anger, and he can't. If he hit you, it wouldn't even hurt.
My gun would just go off by accident.
Oh, you think so?
I would be
you just fumble it like Fredo in the
something
street.
stupid would happen.
Yeah.
I don't think I would.
Your phone would ring and you'd answer your gun.
Hello.
I'm an angry guy, but I don't think I would shoot it like you're saying. But I know absolutely that it would go off in some dumb manner.
Yeah,
I would point it at somebody. I would love to with somebody like fucking in traffic is looking over at me. I would love to just raise it and just show it to them. I'd go to jail.
No, see, you can't do that. It's brandishing.
That's
not
why
allowed to brandish.
You can't. That'd be a good name for a band.
Brandish.
It's already a band.
Brandish. Yeah, but see, that's exactly what I'm talking about.
Yeah, you can't do that.
Your temperament, you can have. You don't even know you have a gun. You never took it out. You never.
He's a horrible temperament.
I'm a horrible person.
Of course
but
you are.
My temperament is okay.
It's like a drunk coyote.
That's all right. Well, that list is exhausting.
Yeah,
Good luck with that.
It's crazy, and that's what I'll be dealing with until the expiration date.
Have you been smelling the jizz trees, Bobby? Because everybody wants to know.
Bobby.
I was walking around yesterday, and they're in full bloom.
I think about Bob. Whenever I smell cum, I think of Bob.
Yes, that's how I feel when I taste it. As you should, little boy. They're who is that?
Exploded in his hand.
They're out. They're not smelling yet, though. You can't. They smell a little bit.
When do they start
You know
smelling?
what else smells like just pure jizz?
Yeah.
Cauliflower.
Oh, really?
Cauliflower.
I can't have
cauliflower.
I can't have it in the house.
Yeah.
Cooked cauliflower is fine. Raw cauliflower, I can't eat it. I can't fucking have it around. It smells just like jizz.
Like cum. It does? Cauliflower?
Way too much cum, though. Yeah. It's just too much. I look, there's certain, like there's cum, you can, after you.
He was about to say you could fucking eat.
You could eat.
Yeah, you can take it in your hand.
I fucking eat that shit.
Right.
Like that, the girl's face when you're done. Like, okay, I can deal with that, but
not one of those like gangbang ones where they're all jerking. It's covering her face. She looks like the top of a Cinnabon. Those are tasty too.
They are delicious.
Also,
yeah.
You get it, Anthony.
I hate this guy.
This new little Jimmy.
That's way too much.
Yeah, that's it.
Oh God.
Oh, the bitch got it all over town.
There's nothing sexy about that to me.
Start licking it off.
Oh God.
You wouldn't lick it off?
No, you've never eaten your own cum off a chick's face.
I ate it out of my hand once.
No, you didn't.
Sure I did.
Yeah,
no, you didn't.
He put a picture up on Twitter.
I have a picture of myself licking my own cum out of my hand. You can't see my dick, just the cum.
Yeah,
the girl told me to on a webcam. Clean it, bitch.
Oh,
so
God.
So I should have been talking
that
to.
facial is going all over her.
I know.
Aren't cum shot scenes in porno like such a surprise because the guy's like, I'm going to come. And you're like, you don't know if it's going to be a big one or a dribbler. And it's like, oh, wow, yeah, she took a faceful. Or it's, God, this guy fucking ain't got shit.
I hate a dribbler.
You get disappointed if the guy doesn't have enough
I want to see
it's just the clear stuff. It's not any of the white heavy
it's like
stuff.
a glue.
You don't like it when it just drools out?
It's got a fire like upper face. Like the guy's leaving the mark of Zorro on her face.
I'm showing Bob my handful of cum.
Why would you eat that? Why would you eat your own self?
That's the girl told me to.
Well, what the fuck?
Then you got to.
Say no?
Yeah, well, fine. You go ahead and be disrespectful. Don't do as you're told.
Waste a tasty treat.
Exactly. You go ahead. You don't do what you're told. That's Wood Park Company.
Love to see behind her webcam. It's like 8 fucking girlfriends just watching this dribble. He's going to do it. He's going to do it. Shh. Eat it.
Eat it. Go ahead.
Oh, I wouldn't care who she told. I told people I did it.
Yeah, that's true. He told people how
that's
fucking
the best part about Norton. He
embarrassed could he
he
be?
I was a bitch and I ate it like I was instructed to do so. I ate my own. I was a cum eating boy. I was a cummy boy.
It didn't make you throw up? It didn't make you want to puke?
I didn't like it because I already blew my load. Like if I could eat my own cum like before I blew a load, it would turn me on. Like if I could shit some out into my hand and eat it.
What a paradox that is.
Yeah.
You gotta save it. You You save it in the fridge and then microwave it.
Ooh, cold
and
cum
then
treat.
and then eat it.
We're
before
having
you come.
cold cum treats.
It's so funny though. That before you come and after you come, the mentality is.
It's amazing.
I would do anything before I come.
amazing.
Dude, I want to lick my girl's
Yeah.
pussy so bad, and I can't do it because that means I already came. And then she's like, "Huh? Go fucking towel out, you pig."
Yuck, boo.
Oh shit.
Well, it's so funny. Instantly when you come, it's her voice changes. Just oh god. Yeah, you want to get some food? You want to get some food? Oh god.
Yeah, that really is just the most the
Come on my
quickest
face,
U-turn.
baby. Come on, my oh baby, I love your car. Do you have a towel? Oh, fucking shut your face.
Like I had my face down there. Why did I have my face down there?
It's visually they changed too.
And beforehand, it's like, oh, I want to fucking lick that box. I want to fucking eat. And then you come, and it's like, ew, I had my face there.
Buzz off, you.
Oh, jeez.
Buzz off.
Her razor bumps down there. She used an old razor to shave her box.
Yeah.
Oh, is that an ingrown hair?
Yeah, it's got to be one and done every time, right?
And then it
One
starts,
and done.
but then it starts coming back after
really
a little
funny,
while. You're
Bobby.
kind of like, I think I want to put my face down there again. I think I want. It slowly comes back. You're like, I think I want.
Not the same day. It doesn't.
What?
No, the next.
You're a crazy person.
It happens. I agree with him. The
Depends.
It used to be like a couple, like 20, 30 minutes. You'd be like, oh,
New hot chick?
Yeah.
No,
No,
you
the
go
same girl?
all
You're
night.
all- you're all-
Really?
Yeah, you
You're
got
only
keep
a
going
one a
and
day
going.
guy now.
Me? I'm nothing.
Nothing.
I'm nothing. I you know where I have my fun? In the shower drain. That's it. Fucking, I'm on my tippy toes.
Oh,
like
God.
a broad. I'm like a broad peeing at a dirty mobile station. I'm just on my tippy toes, squatting down, trying to get it in the drain because I don't want to clean it up because I'm too fat to bend down and pick up my jizz in the shower.
You can jerk off in the shower, dude.
Dude, my shower.
Does it get on your leg
saw
and leave
my
those little
shower.
glue lumps
You
on
can't
your
jerk off in the
leg
shower?
hair?
I've never done it.
Yeah.
You've never jerked off in the
What,
shower?
with water all over me? No. What am I, a fucking fish? No, I jerk off in bed.
You can jerk off in the shower.
Not me.
Jerking off in the shower is all right.
Yeah, I'm fucking all the water's cascading.
Insta-clean.
It's fucking.
My shower's big enough. I have the.
It's
the
not a
shower
size
heads,
issue. I don't spin in a circle when I jerk
and
off.
I get the.
You use your products for lube.
Yeah, but I get the shower massage
And then your
underneath
pee,
my
and then your
balls.
pee hole hurts because you use the shampoo.
Fucking 14?
I like.
Yeah, what are you, a girl?
Props?
I
You got fucking like jerk off props like when you were a kid.
I put my leg up on the bench.
Oh,
Yeah.
And then I
must
get the,
look
the shower.
The thinker jerking off. You put your fist under your chin.
Yeah. You know, he's trying to think of something stupid that rhymes in thinker. Right now.
Stinker, it's
Yeah.
easy.
And then
Cum
you put
drinker.
You got some kind of Tebow pose as you're jerking off in
Yeah.
the shower.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
underneath from the
Little
back.
bit-
you know
little
what I
bit,
really
little
like
bit.
is when the massage girls give you the table showers, and they used to.
You're talking like everyone does this. I'm
You've never
sorry.
done it?
I don't
No.
like that.
Ah, I love
I feel like a
it.
fucking car. She hangs a little tree on me when she pushes me through to the next fucking
Well, she
chick
should.
paying off a slave ship debt from fucking Asia.
What'd you say? Well, she should.
Well, she should hang that fucking thing on there.
Yeah.
Little pine tree.
Off my helmet.
Bobby, can,
onion
It smell
balls.
like a girl ass. Oh, sorry.
Bobby, continue because we got Florentine. He wants to talk about the Tebow thing.
Oh.
The jerking off thing.
Oh,
Were you done? You weren't done.
I'm done. No, I just like jerking off in
But
the
then
shower.
you clean it up. Why, the shower water should eventually fucking break it down.
No, because if you have the tub, it goes down to the drain. But once that hot water hits it, it turns into fucking egg white, and then it attaches. I
Egg
have
white
slate.
cement.
I have slate on my thing, on my floor. It's not like it's slate flooring, so
Of course.
it doesn't go
Any
smoothly
gentleman
down
has
the
that.
drain. It just
Oh, what is it? Catches in the nooks and
yeah, it
crannies?
catches in the fucking grout.
Oh, God.
It's like
Looks
coming
a-
in stucco.
Looks like a dirty aquarium.
Yeah, you're in there with fucking paper towel. Having
You got fin rot or ick in the drain. I have ick in the drain.
the greatest disease ever.
Your fish has ick.
Ick.
Looks like jizz on his fins.
That made us sad growing up when the ick would hit our tank.
Sorry, your Jack Dempsey has ick. What? My angelfish has ick. My kissing gourami.
Damn, you got good fish. We had guppies.
Would you have neons?
Fucking
Hate those
guppies,
things.
neons, and black mollies.
Oh,
Remember
no.
the black mollies?
I had Jack Dempsey's and
damn, you had money.
angelfish and
You were rich.
gouramis
Yeah.
And we had some of them catfish that stick on the side. Look like fucking ugly vaginas sticking on the side of your
stink.
I'm going to get a tank.
Fish are the worst.
I'm getting back into the fish business.
They are terrible.
They have no will to live. They just fucking hate life. As soon
that is true.
Yeah.
One little piece of dust gets into your tank and everything dies.
I'm out.
Fuck.
I'm out. The wrong food. I'm out.
Let me get Florentine on the line. Bobby, I know you're a big football fan as well.
Yeah.
Everyone's talking about the Tebow thing, and as soon as this Tebow thing happened, everyone was thinking about Florentine and some of the shit he said on our show a mere couple days ago.
He was right.
Florentine!
What's going on?
Hey, man.
Hey, Jim.
Well, now tell me my theory isn't right about guys not wanting to sign their hometown.
And said it.
Yep.
And said that's
true.
exactly what Florentine said.
That because Tebow is a guy. They say like he just hangs around his family and his close friends. He doesn't go out. He just hangs out at home. He even orders food in. He won't even go to a restaurant in Florida. So now all of a sudden he's going to come to New York.
Right.
Yeah.
No, of course he didn't want to be around his fucking family and friends. He's done. Even a fucking Christian that just wants to hang out with his family and friends doesn't want to play in his hometown.
Yeah. Yeah.
Do you think that's going to fuck with, what's his name?
Sanchez.
Oh, totally. I mean, that's as a Miami fan, and you're a Patriot fan, Bobby?
Yeah, I was.
You got a Patriots fan here. You got a Cowboys fan here, and of course a Jets fan. So.
Well, yeah, so you got
and a Justin Volpe fan.
Yeah.
If you're not a Jet fan, this is the greatest thing ever because it's a complete circus now.
Florentine, I tweeted as soon as this happened. I'm like, look, I loved watching Tebow Mania. I loved it, but I didn't want it on my team.
No, you don't want that because this is what's going to happen. Week 1, when Sanchez throws 2 interceptions, the next week, every fucking Jet fan, because they're all pricks in a good way, are going to show up with Tebow jerseys on at MetLife Stadium.
I disagree with you because
just to taunt Sanchez.
I disagree with you. We were talking about this earlier. Yeah. New York fans are such assholes that they're going to be cheering Tebow opening day.
Opening day, they're going to be Tebow.
Opening fucking day because they're assholes.
Yeah, I mean, it's true. I mean, like 70% of Jet fans are done with Sanchez. They don't want him on the team anymore.
Yep.
He's not going to bring us to the next level. So, yeah, it could start week 1, but that first interception, forget it.
Then it gets ugly. You're right.
Yeah, no, he fucks like the first fuck up he has. The first time he fucking fades back and has to get rid of the ball and just dumps it. They're going to be chanting Tebow.
So Florentine, you know way more about football than us, certainly. How is this going to work out on paper? What are they going to do?
First of all, I love how the Jets owner, Woody Johnson, came out a week ago goes, oh, no, we passed on Peyton Manning. Really? But then you take Tim Tebow? Really? You passed on him, but you wanted Tebow instead.
Right.
Fucking liars. And then they signed that Drew Stanton guy to the Jets as a backup from the Lions, and they promised him that he was going to be the second-string quarterback, and they're not going to sign anybody else. Now that fucking guy's crying.
They're all bullshitters.
But no, it's going to be a disaster for the Jets. And the Jets at the end of the year go, look, we're going to be a team next year. There's going to be no drama going on. And then you fucking sign Tebow to stand on the sidelines.
Oh, nothing but drama right there, yeah.
And Tebow coming to New York, forget it. The guy's going to be out of control.
And you got to think he's going to be taking some snaps right away. He's not going to be a traditional backup quarterback. It seems like Rex Ryan will put him in there for the Wildcat and some other things.
That's the thing. If he would have went to New England or, say, Green Bay, where they got franchise quarterbacks, he wouldn't be taking any snap. No one would even say, if Aaron Rodgers threw an interception, put Tebow in.
Right.
That's not even close. But with Sanchez there, forget it. He's going to be taking snaps, and he's going to be coming in on third downs, and Sanchez is going to be on the sideline fucking crying.
Yeah.
And you know what?
Crying like a baby because they're going to be practicing all these plays in practice, and then when the game comes, that's what happened in Miami with Chad Henne. He would just go on the sideline half the game and fucking have Ronnie Brown or Ricky Williams running that shit.
Right. You think Tebow could handle the pressure of playing in New York?
Yeah, that doesn't bother him.
Really? No. What about the New York press? Like, that's the shit. They're going to fucking, open up on him.
Oh, without a doubt, because he'll go out to dinner in New York. I'm predicting by August he's going to be pulling trains with A-Rod.
Temptation, too much temptation. New York.
Like, it's all fucking rednecks there. There's nothing going on. But when you go to New York and you got hot models all over you, forget it.
All those fucking bookstores on 6th Avenue. How is he going to resist just going in and fucking tooting on one in the hole?
Tooting on one.
What the?
Yeah, I think he's going to have problems.
It's a because in that trade, the Jaguars, Denver actually did the right thing and said, all right, if you want to go to Jets or Jaguars, you pick the team. The Jaguars actually offered more money to get back to Denver and a better draft pick, and he still took the Jets.
Right.
So at least they did the right thing. But it's funny how Peyton Manning in his press conference the day before, I can't wait to have Tim Tebow as a teammate. I met him once, and he seemed like a good guy. Yeah. He's the reason he was fucking out of there in 24 hours.
Yeah, done. Of course. And that was Peyton's doing. He told the boys over there, get rid of Tebow. I don't want to deal with that shit.
Without a doubt. He told them right from the beginning. Meanwhile, if it wasn't for Tebow last year with his fucking antics and getting Denver in the playoffs, Manning would have never went to Denver. They would have been 4-12.
Right.
Mm-hmm. And he would I'm not going to that shitty team.
Right. Now it's like a better team.
I can't wait to play with Tim. Yeah, please. There's never been a good backup behind Manning. He's a fucking egomaniac that wants every snap in practice. There's no way he's going to have Tebow on the sidelines. I can't wait for fucking Denver to just completely fail this year, not even make the playoffs.
Yeah, that'll be a good. Yeah, I'd like to see that too.
Hey, the other football story, Sean Payton and the Saints thing there. That a lot of people saying that was a much bigger story yesterday.
Well, the commissioner just has to try to save his face because he's got these huge lawsuits coming because all the concussions from those old guys.
Right.
They had studies on. They knew it fucked them up. When a guy can't get out of bed for a year, there's a problem.
There's a problem.
They knew. They just looked the other way. The only reason.
How do you argue that?
The only reason the commissioner did anything is because Congress brought him in there and goes, look, if you don't do something with these concussions with the players, we're gonna take care of it. So that's why the commissioner all of a sudden became concerned. Oh, player safety, please get the fuck out of here.
But so teams had this bounty thing going on for a while, huh?
Well, I'm sure they did. That's been going on for years. You want to knock the guy out of the game.
Right. And what, you get a little bonus if that happens?
Believe me, I would have. If I would have known they were doing that to Brett Favre, I would have fucking chipped in.
What's that?
I would have fucking gave him my house.
Wow, but man, Saints, wow.
But the commissioner just did this just to show, because there's going to be major lawsuits. The NFL is going to have to pay billions and billions of dollars out to these old players that are all fucked up.
Yeah.
So this is just to save a little face. Look what we're doing. Look, I don't take no shit. I suspended a coach for a year. I did all this. So he's just trying to, get a little money back because they're going to get fucking hit hard.
Who's suing the league? A lot of the older players?
Oh, yeah, like Jim McMahon and guys like that can't even, got so many concussions and just tell them to go back in the game and all that other stuff. When the NFL and the doctors knew, but they're just like, fuck it, just put them back in. We got to win.
Right.
Sue McMahon for the Super Bowl shuffle.
The commissioner's all concerned about player safety, but he wants to add 2 more games on in the season.
All right.
Yeah, because they're just going to play touch football in those games. Nobody's going to get hurt.
You don't think he's concerned about safety?
He doesn't give a fuck. Why would he put 2 more games on where the guys just kill each other? I got half a team by week 8. Yeah, I need 2 more games in the season.
Does he want to pay them more money?
There's a 3rd-string quarterback by week 9 on the Dolphins.
Do they want to pay more money for these extra games?
No, of course. They don't want to give him any extra money.
Mm-hmm. It's good how it is.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But as a Jet fan, Opie, you got to be crying because it's going to be drama filled. The Jets do that just for attention. They're like the fucking fat chick in the corner.
Well, you just say
causing a scene. I'm hungry. I want to go.
Just say fat.
The Giants and the Patriots are getting all the attention at the party because they got the fucking big tits and they're hot and everyone's looking at their ass and the fat one's just in the corner wallowing in her misery.
Fucking Rex Ryan instead of the fat chick, the fat coach. He loves the attention, huh?
Yeah, all of that stuff. And then, the owner, of course, I want the Jets on TV. And the Jets are going to be on TV 4 more times this year because of it.
I mean, I don't like the move. We couldn't find a lot of Jets fans that did this morning. It will bring some kind of excitement to New York, obviously. But
because every Jet fan's going to go, all right, Sanchez is terrible. When he starts fucking up again, they go, how could Tebow be any worse? That's what they're going to rationalize and go, just put him in there. It can't be any worse.
Yeah, I don't see how they win a Super Bowl this way, but we'll see.
Jim?
Yeah,
how the not you stupid. Sorry. How are the Patriots going to do this year? They're getting the first round draft pick. What's happening?
They're always going to be good. Belichick's a freaking great coach. They got a bunch of draft picks they freaking stockpiled, so they're going to be fine.
You think they're going to go for another Super Bowl run?
Yeah, they're always in the mix.
I just want to hear you say it. I just wanted to hear you say it.
Could you handle if they lost another Super Bowl though? At this point,
if they lose to the Giants again, I'll never watch football again.
It's getting a little rough.
If they play the Giants in the Super Bowl game, I won't watch it.
Yeah, you will.
No, I won't. I guarantee. I almost didn't watch this year.
I know. Jimmy told us.
I was going to a movie.
What an unpleasant experience it was.
Yeah, Jimmy told us you just ruined the whole fucking Super Bowl
turn the
party.
TV off. What? To do what? Just listen to you commentate with no TV on?
Was the game officially over?
No, it was fucking like a minute left. Turn it off.
I did that.
So really, I shouldn't watch the end of the game just to listen to you?
I did that 8 minutes in.
I go, it's over.
What'd you say?
Because he's a fucking panicking idiot, and he thinks that I came to his house on Super Bowl Sunday to eat Tostitos and watch him talk with no TV on. A black flat screen.
He probably figures
screen. Foot. My foot.
He probably thinks if he turns off the TV, then things will change. They will be different if you're not watching, right?
It's happened.
Are you one of those guys?
It's happened.
Yeah.
It's happened. The Red Sox won 2 World Series because I didn't watch the games.
You're convinced.
It's absolutely true.
Yeah.
Yeah,
If
I
you
know.
watched-
You had a lot to do with it. I'm sure the friggin' who was the manager then? Francona, I'm sure was on the bench going, should we bring in Pop-Up on now? Like, no, that fat comedian Robert Kelly's not watching the game. We're good. We'll just leave the starter in.
Hey, Jim, just to let you know, I've been losing a little weight.
No, I know you have.
I love Jim's voice.
Are you losing weight?
I want to go back to the jerking off in the shower thing, Bobby, really fast. Why don't you use your big fucking toe and squish that shit right through the drain?
Oh, man.
Step on my jizz?
Yeah, you move it around a little bit. You get,
Like Play-Doh through the Fun Factory.
you use your big toe to sweep it all toward the drain, and then you squish it through.
That shit's like the alien in Spider-Man 3. If that touches your skin, it attaches itself to it, and it winds up on your cheek.
There's no wiping it off.
Yeah, there's no wiping that off,
Nope.
dude. You're going to have your girl take it off with a fucking...
That's the bottom of your foot. Who cares?
No, it will wind up on your ear. Trust me. I'll be doing a set. What's that? Oh.
It really is hard to get off of leg hair after you get out of the shower, and it's like balled up like fucking rubber cement on your leg hair, and you got to pull it.
Yeah, like
no, you just got to pull out. You got to pull out the leg hair. At that point.
Yeah, exactly.
It's your only choice.
Oh, yeah.
It really is
leg
your only
hair
choice.
is the worst. How about this is the worst? You know the little hairs on the top of your toes when it gets on one of those?
Oh, man.
Yeah, it hurts to pull it off.
You lick it. You suck it off like a lollipop.
A lollipop.
Yeah, what's a lollipop? What's a lollipop?
It's a lollipop.
It's a lollipop.
You say lolly, I say a lolly.
Well, you put a U in there like a lolly.
You still got a lot of that Boston accent. How long have you been in New York?
I fucking kid, shut your face, kid.
Okay, yeah.
I'll fucking slam the door right in your fucking head, you cocksucker.
It's really hard to get off of your asshole hair.
Oh, that's why. Can I just say something? I always feel bad when you come in a chick's hair. I'm like, oh, I always immediately try to just get it out immediely.
Fuck that. I come right in her eyebrows. Go shave them, stupid. I want her to leave my house looking like an alien.
Like she's leaving the mothership.
Yeah,
You're at
exactly.
the door going, go.
Fucking cancer eyebrows. Beat it.
I don't like when I come in a chick's hair. I don't like it. I feel bad. I know it's just it's like gum.
Something tells me if you're coming in her hair, it's her fault because she should have had it in her mouth.
Ah, you like coming in the chick's mouth. I don't like that either.
I'm not really a big fan of that.
I don't like when a chick swallows the whole thing. I feel bad about that too.
I like intervaginal orgasms.
Intervaginal?
Yeah, like putting it in a vagina, and then you go in and out for a while.
Yeah.
And then you shoot cum in that vagina.
Deep.
But you leave it.
Yeah, you leave it right in there.
And then then you sit on her stomach and you fucking shoot it out like toothpaste. That's how you clean her out. You fucking you sit on her stomach.
When I come in a chick, it immediately pours out of it.
Really?
Yeah, because it's so close to the edge.
I see what you're saying there.
Has the consistency of tea. Fucking shallow cum. No sperm in it.
Let's let Florentine go. Florentine.
Oh, Jim.
I like whack my bag in the shower. I used to have a bunch of roommates I lived with down in Florida, and this one guy used to take baths all the time. He's like, don't fucking jerk off in the shower anymore.
Bath.
Of course, we didn't listen to him. And we like 3 of us took showers. We were going out, and then like 20 minutes later, he went in the tub. He came running out naked because he had a load fucking stuck on his neck.
Yes, the best part of that story is hearing Florentine's little kid while he's holding him.
Oh shit!
Were you laughing?
That's fucking funny.
Of course, it was hanging off his neck like a fucking booger. It was beautiful.
It was beautiful. He said.
Oh, that is fucking wrong, man.
And we were just laughing at a small mule because he came out.
Oh,
God, Florentine.
And your girl, your girl's hair falls out. There's always hair in the drain from my chick.
Yeah.
and then you fucking jizz hits that, and it just makes like
it's like fucking.
Do you ever pick that out and eat it?
Adobe
No. Suck
blocks.
it? Yeah, you can make
it
a-
becomes strong like straw and clay.
You can make a fucking
Yeah,
a
it's like
log
Takata.
cabin. Yeah, you
Terracotta,
can make
wait
the
a minute.
tallest building in the world or something.
Holy fuck!
Don't
Oh
touch
God,
it.
no!
I
He's
hate
I hate rubbing his arm. Oh boy. All right, Jim. Thank you so much for calling, brother.
Jimmy.
See you later, Jim.
Jimmy, wait, hey, Jim.
Yeah.
When are you doing your one-man show again?
Oh yeah.
Friday night in the city at the Producers Club, New York City.
Hey, all right, cool.
And next week, the Improv in Tampa.
All right, brother. And Mr. Jim Florentine on Twitter. Thanks, Jim.
I'm
Bob Kelly's at the brokerage.
Yes, and I will be at
Friday,
Uncle
Saturday.
Vinny's this weekend. Bobby's at the brokerage in Long Island, which I was at recently. It's a great room in Long Island. It really, really, the new owners are great. They,
They treated me great
There's a
when I
new
went
owner.
to see Boss.
Yeah, he's
That's
great
so
too.
good.
Man. I wouldn't go for the old guy at all. I would refuse to work there.
You know, the old guy actually came up to me. I worked there like 8 years ago, and he said, you have to work clean.
Yeah,
Like,
it's just
I was like, are you out of your fucking mind?
this guy doesn't give a fuck. He runs the room really well.
Okay.
It's a great place for a show. And he's just one of those guys. He seems like an old school guy, and he treats the comics good.
Great.
That's and
That's really good to hear.
and I will be at my uncle. I keep saying my cousin Vinny's, but Uncle Vinny's Friday, Saturday, and then next week is here in New York at Caroline's. I want those to sell big.
You're listening to Opie and Anthony. Sirius XM.
Breaking news.
Oh yeah.
Bob Kelly in studio, by the way. He's playing the brokerage Friday and Saturday night on Long Island. Jeb Bush endorses Romney.
Oh, it's this morning.
Oh yeah.
We haven't talked about it yet.
Oh, yeah.
I thought that just broke.
Nah.
Oh, okay.
I never care about the endorsements. Like this guy now likes this guy. It's
Well,
like, fuck Jeb Bush.
a lot of people were focusing on the Jeb Bush and who he would endorse, because for a while there, he wasn't going to endorse anybody, right?
That Apache helicopter fucking clip of that thing crashing is unfucking believable.
Yeah.
Yeah.
This piece of shit's dead too. This Mohammed Merah.
Oh yeah.
They
The
killed
terrorist
this
in
fucking-
France.
this
They
fucking-
finally
They got the guy
him.
in France, right? Yep.
The hell?
What
This ain't cake.
What
What?
the fuck?
are you doing?
Who's saying
Roland?
cake?
Mini,
For me?
mini,
For the guys,
like
yeah,
the
for
Mini
you guys.
Cooper people. What is that about?
Oh, they want a free plug. This is Plugola at its finest.
Oh well.
Love Plugola.
And there's balloons.
What is it?
Yeah.
You're gonna break. Oh Jesus, Jimmy! Jimmy jumped in the middle of the big balloon. Holy! There's a bunch of balloons. And Jimmy just jumped in the middle of them, started swinging his arms wildly.
Riffing. Watch this. Hey, look at what I'm like. I'm like Dana, like 99 Luft balloons or something.
God.
Why does he have to touch me? Why does he have to touch me?
You know,
Why do I have to get the chip
it's
nudge?
the closest
'Cause
person.
he's
and
touched everybody.
He's nudging you to get
It's
a
your
laugh.
turn.
That's what Chip. That's how the Chip laughs.
What kind of cake is it?
That is true. Why don't you open it? I'd like a sliver.
Why don't we look at the cake?
Opie, you tell Opie as a kid. Wait, what kind of cake is that?
Hey, what kind of cake
What
is that?
kind of cake? Hey, Roland. We see you wear your Jets. How do you do it, Ann? Jets T-shirt. What do you think
Jets,
of
New York Jets.
Yeah,
Right,
yeah.
that's
Jets,
what it was.
New York Jets.
What do you think of the Tebow?
I heard my jersey.
Oh God! Of course he
He's the
did.
worst. Are you going to be joining Tim?
Fanboy.
You're going to be joining Tim Sanity, Roland?
Yes.
You think it's a good move? You watch some Jets
I loved
games.
it. That'd be fun. It'd be fun at the Jets game. You get sit down and hang out. It'd be-
Why is it upside down?
Because he flipped it. It accidentally flipped upside down.
Cupcakes and cookies and stuff.
What does it look like?
Well,
This
I'll
guy.
try this. Yeah. Put that.
What kind of cupcakes are they?
Man.
A bunch of different ones.
Oh God.
That was cake
This
batter.
is Norton after you on the webcam.
Bobby's eating the frosting like it's jizz.
I don't like the fact that Bob just used my cum eating as an excuse to eat cake.
Thank you. It is so obvious to
Look,
everyone,
here's Norton
Bobby.
eating 2 black balls. I got it. The chocolate cupcakes.
Here's Norton fucking a big, huge black chick. Stuffing a whole cake in my
Yeah,
face.
here's Norton sucking a black dick. It's a cruller. All right, Bob.
Let's make believe you're not going for deliciousness
I just
for
had a
yourself.
fucking taste of that.
That's
it's,
just stupid.
That's delicious.
That's stupid. That's
Cake batter flavor.
That's stupid. Whatever that is.
Stuffedcupcakes.com.
The icing on it is.
Can we throw
crazy, right?
cupcakes at you?
Dude, I just had a fucking taste that cake batter.
No,
Yeah.
what do you think? You think I'm a fan?
Try the cake batter.
No,
It's
no,
amazing.
I'm
Fan
not
of
gonna
yours?
have any.
I just saw the cupcakes. I'm thinking, wow, can we just
I
throw
actually
them?
did a radio show. I think your old producer
close that thing? I
did
can't
a
look at it. Just take
muffin
one.
throwing thing at some dude.
Oh, yeah, in San Francisco.
God, yeah.
Fucking, I don't want to. Here's the thing.
Can we just get them out of the studio?
Yeah,
Because
can you take 'em
I'm sweating right now.
Yeah, take them out.
They smell good?
Oh, God.
We had one bite. Dude, those Weight Watchers, I mean, not to harp on Weight Watchers, but they're fucking 3 and 4 points.
I want to mush that in your face.
Oh, wow.
If you didn't have gorilla strength rolling, I'd mush that right in your
and mental abilities.
It really is.
Waving it under Bobby's nose.
Flat back Hawaiian. Get out of here.
Gorilla. Dude,
He's the angry panda.
Roland's wiping frosting on Bobby's face.
I'm going to go home and have a nice fucking 4-point, fucking delicious ice cream fucking candy bar. 4 points from Weight Watchers.
Really, Nana?
They're really good, yes.
I know.
But you know
Life
what?
sucks. My friend Jim, who I've looked up to my whole fucking career, banging hookers, eating whatever he wants, making money. I'm going home to have a 4 points.
It's hard to say no.
about his 4-point ice
Believe me,
cream.
I want to eat one of those, but I'm afraid it will start me down that road. I could eat one right now, but I was like, I don't want to fucking
Weight
start.
Watchers is working for Jimmy, too, I've noticed.
How
He
noticed it?
Drop some LB.
Thank you.
Danny, is that good?
Thank you.
Is it
Are you
good?
fucking kidding me? There's a goddamn mini Oreo on top. What do you think?
Oh, Bobby, how bad do you want that?
Put it on top.
How bad?
Is bad. You know what's really bad is I'm going to Reno next 2 weeks, and it says on the fucking stuff that they send you from the hotel, nightlife, prostitution is legal. Figure it out.
Oh, man.
I'm going where prostitution is legal for the first time in my life.
That's rough,
and
right?
What am I going to do?
Nothing.
What am I going to fucking do?
You're a married man. You can't do nothing.
I'm just going to be eating fucking chocolate, shooting guns. That's all I'm going to do.
You can do that.
I'm going to find a gun range and fucking stuff my fat face with dark chocolate for the antioxidants.
Stuff your face while you're at the gun range.
Yeah, with bullets. Just shoot yourself in the fucking head and die.
God.
I'm just teasing.
Oh, God, now he's pushing him again. You could do that, though,
that
in
was
Vegas.
half Norton, half
It really
Chip.
was. You could do that in Vegas or Reno. You go there and just go to a range. You rent the guns. You could rent whatever you want.
Yeah.
They got some range in Vegas where you could get fucking sit there with a 50 cal.
Such a ripoff.
I heard. Yeah.
I want to do
I want
to do a Colt, like a six
shooter.
Yeah.
Like old Colt Western style.
Yeah. I want to see if they have
those
the
are cool.
holster too.
So you do quick draw, shoot your fucking foot off. Yeah, that's tough.
Those things must be powerful though. Shoot one of those guns.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah. 45. I have 2 of them.
Must be
That's
hard
a
to-
90.
I have.
Just get 190.
I have the Ruger Vaquero double, 2 of them. They're matched, and I need a holster for it though. I need the two fucking on each side. Spin the guns.
Then you walk around your house naked with
You're
that.
listening to the Young Guns theme. Hey, are you going to fucking...
Regulators! Just your cock swinging around like a she-male.
Are you going to get the double barrel handgun?
No, I don't like that one. It's a 45 that shoots. It's double barrel.
Right.
It's like a regular 45 caliber 1911 model gun, but it has 2 barrels. It's like, why do you need 2 bullets going to the same place at the same time?
That's the beauty, in case one misses.
But they're right there next to each other.
Did you get the new split shot that actually shoots them in 2 different directions? You can aim it.
No, they don't make it.
Around the corner. Shoot around the corner.
Shoot around the corner. They got
Are
one
you
of
into
those.
classic guns at all?
No, a little bit, but I like contemporary guns better than the classics.
Really? You don't like a gun with a good patina?
No. I like old rifles, old like military World War II rifles,
Like a
M1
Sharp?
Garand and stuff like that.
Sharp?
A Sharp?
A Sharp.
No, I like the Garand.
Oh, that's from old Call of Duty. Remember that when you run out in Call of Duty?
Yeah.
You'd be like, fuck.
Well, it was great. It was great if you were the one with it and I was the one without it, because I'd hear you be out of ammo and I'd hear exactly where you are as you run out of ammo. Come up behind you with a knife.
I like that. I like the old the Mausers, the German Mausers, things like that. But as far as pistols go, I'll take a modern fucking H&K or SIG, like that. Modern, new.
They used to make those guns really, really good, though. I mean...
Oh, yeah, but they were fucking crazy. You carry around an M1 Garand and you shoot it, you realize that motherfucker had to hump that thing around. They weigh a ton. They kick like a mule. There's nothing on that thing to, like, keep it from just slamming into your shoulder.
That was when men were men.
Yeah.
They had to carry around a heavy gun and a shovel.
That thing weighed a ton.
Yeah. But it was accurate, really accurate. At a long distance.
They're pretty accurate now, though, the guns, and they're a lot lighter.
Which one are you saying, Bobby, was accurate?
Well, the M16, the first M16 that they replaced those with, I think,
those
right?
were terrible.
They were terrible.
What's this one? What is that one?
That's an M1. Yeah, they used that in
Those
World
are
War
good?
II and
Yeah,
Korea
World War II,
to
yeah.
some extent.
They're long range and they're real powerful. Great gun, too expensive to make, too heavy.
How far could they shoot?
17 feet.
Oh, that's not that far.
Around
I
17
thought it was a lot farther than that. What are you, 20 feet away?
Yeah.
Yeah, it was trench warfare.
Yeah, you really had to be close.
Look at that. And now, what's the
craziness.
fucking next gun? Is that it? That's the next gun?
Craziness. Right
What
there.
the fuck is that?
Look at that thing.
I like the Scar.
Do you
That's
have one of those?
A nice new gun. That's
Do you have
pretty
one of
fun to
those?
shoot. No, I don't have one of those.
What is that?
There's the speech gun that fucks up your speech that they invented in Japan. Where seriously
sounds like a joke.
Nope, it fires. It's a sound
It's
thing.
called the Voss.
It fires slobber and retardation at you.
Holy shit, that's funny.
No, it fires what you say, your own voice. It fires it back at you very, very quickly, and it fucks people up if they hear what they're saying back a millisecond or something after.
Why do you need that?
Kidding me?
No.
Why do you need that?
Because it's a weird way to crowd control. It's a sound
Well,
thing.
less lethal form of.
What if it's a quiet crowd?
Yeah.
What if
No, I don't know how it works, but if you look it up, it does exist.
if there's a big crowd and they say,
then if it's a quiet crowd, then it's the brokerage tomorrow or Saturday.
that ain't even right.
Why I plugged them.
Yeah,
they did plug me.
That gun, that's the one that has those rounds. They're actually a computerized round where you can fire. You could set the range on the round itself. And if somebody's in a building, you could shoot the round into a window, and if they're hiding like underneath the window, the round will explode right when it gets in the window and kill everyone in the fucking room.
See, that's what I'm talking
Craziness.
about. That's fucking great.
Yeah.
That's fucking great.
They actually have guns now that will put on hats and knock on your front door.
Yes, very dangerous.
Yeah,
the bullets.
they
I
do
think it's a
have-
hat salesman.
They do have bullets that that will find individual people, right?
No,
Like,
that's that movie with Gene Simmons.
Sorry,
and,
with the robots again. I'm sorry.
Gene Simmons. Was in that. Gene Simmons was in that, and Magnum PI was in it.
Magnum PI.
I thought you were talking about Fifth Element.
No, with the little robot things.
Oh, Larry Selleck.
No, Tom Selleck.
So
Runaway. That's what it was called. Yeah.
But they do have bullets that have little things on the end of them.
Things.
They have those.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, they're like little feathers. You immediately think it's going to tickle you, and you're like, oh, and you put your chin out, and then the bullet goes through your neck. Yeah, it's a feather bullet. Look at that.
Look at that. That's at that.
That's from fucking.
That's from the
No,
Fifth
they
Element.
have that.
Element. Yeah.
They have
They
that.
don't have that.
They do have
hilarious.
that.
They don't have that.
Dude, that's
Fifth
called
Element
the
gun.
fucking wrist rocket. That has the speech gun in it.
A speech gun.
The speech gun. We want rights. Let's go home.
People say the PS. Is it the PS 2000 I got?
That's
that
fucking
looks like
crazy.
that looks like that. Yeah, I have one of those. That's crazy gun
You
right
have
there.
you have that?
Yeah,
Why do you have that?
because it's fun to shoot. Wow, it's fun to shoot.
That's crazy. You went with guns. Opie went with a baby, and Norton went with hookers. What you guys spend your money on is just fucking.
Yeah, it's
really
buy
shows
hookers.
who you are.
Yeah,
What?
that's the one. Yeah.
You don't buy hookers?
That thing is
Look at that.
pisser.
Look at that.
It's a bullpup. It's very short.
You have that?
You could shoot a
You got that?
223 round out of it as fast as you could pull the trigger.
Can you put your iPhone in the back there? Is there a little case for your iPhone
Yes,
and your
actually,
wallet?
the back does flip up, and you could store little things in there,
Some
little
stuff?
doodads and
Yeah,
trinkets.
your Hummels. You can put your Hummels and
Hummels.
whatever you got in
Little
there.
knickknacks.
Sure, little
paddywhacks.
things just to put in there and save them and show your
Sure.
kids.
Sure.
I have a collection of Beanie Babies I keep in the back of my fucking gun.
I used to carry marbles just so people would say you lost your marbles. I'd go, no, I didn't. They're right here. We don't laugh.
You're a hoot.
I always had a Tic Tac because in case I got bad breath. You know?
Oh, that's always good to have.
A Tic Tac's always good to have. It's a good way to talk to people. You go, hey, would you like a Tic Tac? I've got extras.
We always start this about this time
Yes.
every day now. It's like,
It's
come
called
on.
giving up.
Wrapping up.
I'm still thinking about those cupcakes.
They're outside.
Did you see that shit that in the Cold War, all the shit that they had?
Oh, yeah, the snowball fights.
They Not that one, Jimmy. They had an umbrella with a gun, and it shot a little BB out, but inside of the BB, they put like...
Ricin.
Yeah, did you see that?
I saw that. Yep, they could just...
They got that fucking...
Who'd they get
shit?
Why don't they have that shit anymore?
The Chechnyan president or something? Who'd they get with
that just turned
They
fucking
got a
orange
reporter.
and died?
There was a
it wasn't a reporter.
They got a fucking...
on the thing I saw, they got a reporter. They actually...
Guy's face started melting.
Yeah.
Ricin's terrible stuff,
Yeah, the guy got the flu.
I know.
Fuck.
That's why I don't eat Chinese food.
Oh, here he goes. Yeah, Bobby's getting touched.
You all right, Bobby?
Oh God, he's touching his
I just give up.
chest now. What are you doing?
I'm not. I don't. You can't beat Chip.
No.
In any form.
No. Chip wins.
Valley Girl Chip.
That's Valley
Chip.
Jimmy.
What's the southern one again? Dick Chipperson.
Dippy Chipperson or Chippy Dipperson? Dickerson?
No, Chip Dickerson.
I don't know nothing about
People
that
like
stuff.
Chip. People liked Chip Lind yesterday.
Who's Chip Lind?
He was doing Paul. Chip doing Paul Lind. It was terrible.
Look at you eating your bananas. Oh, yeah. Look at you, you bald. What did your hair do? Run away or something? No.
I kind of like that one.
I forgot about
that one
him.
isn't as abrasive, believe it or not.
Oh my God, you are so grody.
No,
that's the one we don't like.
Oh God, it's
Oh, my
time to go
God.
home. It's time to go home. I'm not gonna fucking. I shan't sit here while fucking Valley Jimmy. I shan't.
Sean, what are you shotting all over the place or something? Oh my God.
We should go to the fucking medieval times.
Oh, I went there once with like Eastside Dave and a bunch of people. It was very
What happened?
fun.
He jumped around?
Yeah, he fell down.
He went and he went and shit on the horse's shit.
He picked up the horse shit and ate it.
I love that guy.
So, I would love. Where is Medieval Times?
Jersey.
Oh, is it good? Is it food
Maybe.
good?
Yeah, the food is good.
Go to Medieval Times.
It's you know.
Try the veal. It's the best in the castle.
I'm surprised they don't have a comic do something stupid there.
Yeah, like jest around or something. With bells on your shoes.
I'm going to speak oldie time to Arthur.
But a grosser respect, the sword in this stone.
Yeah, it's fun, you know.
You get no silverware.
No, but they give you like finger food. It's not like you're eating fucking
But
noodles.
they feed you a lot. You get soup.
No, you know what?
How do you
I
eat the
could have had
soup?
more.
Wow. How do you eat the soup?
Drink it
You
like
just gotta
a
drink
fucking-
your soup?
and then
Yeah.
you get the big fucking cup of grog, and then but they usually give you like chicken, so you eat it with your hands anyway.
Is it good though?
No, it's for
That's
your
average.
regular. You're not fucking. You know,
Do your hands get
Not
dirty?
fine
you're not at
dining.
Peter Luger's.
Right.
I want to
Yeah,
go to
it's-
Peter Luger's.
You're watching a Renaissance fair.
Yeah, you're pretty much at the
Don't
ring
worry about the
fair.
food.
No one
giant
wants to do
things going on.
No one wants to do everything we bring up. I want to go to Peter Luger's.
Peter
I wanna do
Luger's.
that.
I know one thing I don't want to do this Friday, Saturday. Oh, shit.
Oh,
Because I'm working.
oh shit!
He's such a fucking cunt. He really is. He plugs his friends like he hates them.
Oh yeah, the ricin guy. That's it.
What was his name?
The age of 49. The cause of death was poisoning from ricin-filled
Jesus.
pellet.
Yeah, those things
Damn.
are crazy. They'll get you.
He
They don't
noticed
do that shit anymore.
A small red pimple had formed at the site of the sting. He felt like a sting he felt earlier, and the pain had not lessened or stopped. Told at least one of his colleagues at the BBC about the incident. That evening, he developed a fever, was admitted to the hospital. He died 3 days later.
Yeah.
Man, talk about being able to get away, too. Like 3 days later.
But you hear the guy
got?
Spy
yeah,
shit.
as a reporter. But the guy fucked up. He heard the guy drop his umbrella because you know the guy. I guess the guy shot him and probably got nervous and dropped his umbrella.
Hamna.
He goes, I turned around and saw a dude picking up his umbrella, and that was the
how they got
mechanism that they have the little thing in the end, the little tiny ball bearing that's hollowed out. They put the ricin in the middle of it, and then there's a little trigger, and it shot it right in the back of his calf.
Oh, that's how gangbangers should do it. Yo, I'm gonna Mary Poppins your ass. Yo, son, all pointing their umbrellas sideways. Yo, I'm gonna penguin you motherfucker from the original Batman. Yo, spoonful of sugar, motherfucker.
Shit.
It's surprising that there's no more people fucking doing that crazy shit.
I'm dying to get a ricin umbrella. Fucking shoot audience members with it. I was just helping you. Yeah. See you later, Cavs.
Oh,
Yeah.
after every
Yeah, take your umbrellas. Fucking throw rice. I want to throw rice into people like at a wedding.
I thought you said ricin. Yeah, that would
rice
be good.
and beans.
They're all fucking 3 days later, just dead.
Fucking fist somebody with rice on your knuckles. The fuck is watch that pussy fall out. That pussy looks like a mouth at a fucking failed suicide attempt with a shotgun.
Shit.
And there it is.
Yeah, that's it.
You calling
right
it?
There. Call
and
it.
there it is.
Bobby,
Well, Jimmy
call it.
just touched me with his pinky. You're
done?
I mean, what are we doing here? It's getting silly.
Look at the hairdo on that guy on TV. That's the worst fucking plastic man haircut.
Oh god. Well, he doesn't have many options. You know what I mean?
I'd love any hair.
Aw.
Oh, sweetie, it's so sad.
I'd love hair again.
Are you going to grow hair again?
I can't.
You said you were going to grow hair again.
Not now.
You were going to try?
Not now.
Why don't you wear a piece totally seriously for a few months?
That would be fucking hilarious.
I would do it, but it's so expensive. I mean, a good toupee and to get it hooked
treatment
up.
to one of those. It's not like a
system.
wig.
It's called a system.
It's a system. A hair system.
How much is a good wig? A good rug?
I don't know. You know who has a good one? Fucking like Shatner. Because isn't Shatner?
You can't tell.
What?
I don't think you can tell when he's in here.
No, you can't. Believe me, I was looking like he's got it now down because he used to have that giant T.J. Hooker fucking mane, and you could tell like toward the end of Star Trek and shit.
Sure.
He was kind of losing.
But when
it.
he comes in here, you can't tell.
Now he's got like the reasonable length, the reasonable color for his age and everything, and you can't. It's the hairline. It's fucking all there.
Yeah,
I don't
Bobby,
get it.
Let's get you one.
How old is he now?
Let's
81?
get you a hair system.
81.
81 today.
Hair system.
Let's get
one
a
hair system.
Bobby, try a hair system.
You know, Rogan just shaved his head.
Yes, he did.
What does he look like?
He said he tapped out.
He fucking tapped out and he looks great. He fucking shaved his head and
Is there a picture of that yet?
He actually got the transplant.
Yeah, he had gotten
so he's got
transplant.
the scar in the back.
And it didn't take.
It didn't take, really?
Yeah,
How long ago did he get it done?
I don't know.
He must have went
He
old
just
school.
a couple weeks. It looks great. It looks awesome. Such a relief to shave your head. What if when you're losing
wanna
it?
see what he looks
having to make
Just
your
like
hair.
no more.
Having to make it. Having to like fill in the gaps and
Make your hair.
yeah, it's fucking awful.
Yeah, Rogan just went with the
Yeah,
shave.
there you go, right there. It looks great.
Yeah,
He can pull it off.
He's got it.
He can pull it off, man. He's got the look.
Yeah, it looks
He's
great.
a maniac.
Yeah.
Looks fucking great.
Looks like a fucking homicidal maniac.
Yeah.
He said he's got the scar of shame on the back
The
of his
scar
head.
of shame. Is that what he
Scar
called it?
of shame.
That's why I never got.
Let me see.
That's why I never did that because I never wanted to. I figured they'd come up with a pill or something.
Pill.
Yeah, he fucking looks like Randy Couture, and he's just being taunted by fucking Ari Shaffir, who's got like the fucking chupacabra next to him.
Yeah, he's got that fucking.
Fuck yeah, it looks all right, man.
Nah, it looks great.
Yeah, Rogan.
Yeah, he pulls it off.
Yeah, totally.
Yeah, he should
Yeah,
be.
and he's fucking. I mean, Jesus Christ, he's.
He looks
got
like Kane
not
from
1
Kung
ounce
Fu.
of body fat on him.
Yeah.
That always helps.
Do you mean me or him?
Yeah, you have body fat.
I know.
Now he does look like Kung Fu.
Jimmy just disgusted. All right, Bobby, it's the brokerage Friday and Saturday.
Yeah, brokerage Friday, Saturday, one show Friday.
And Jimmy's at Uncle Vinny's.
Yes, and then Caroline's next weekend.
Yes.
I'm looking forward to Uncle Vinny's though.
Where is it? Which one?
Uncle Vinny's in Point Pleasant.
I've done that room. It's
Sounds
nice.
like a
Good
nice
room.
place. Point
Good room.
Pleasant.
All right, I say we go home.
Let's do
Yeah,
it.
let's do
go
it.
home
Fuck
for
it.
once.
Fuck it. Let's go.
Let's just do it, man.
Right fucking now. Come on.
You're listening to the Opie and Anthony Show. The Opie and Anthony Show. Sirius XM.